You dirty, dirty, dirty people. Right, where's me going to make a cup of tea while I'm waiting for people to populate, or whoever populates this live. This is just another impromptu live. Do you think Spurs will go down? Mate, you like my t-shirt? Rick and Morty, bruv. I was just about to message. I'll be honest with you, I was about to message 3 YouTube creators who I do talk to. Well, 1 ex-YouTube creator and 2 other YouTube creators, just to ask them the question: do you think Spurs will go down? Because I asked my missus and she was like, I don't know. She's got the right ump with Spurs at the minute because we've lost our identity. So I thought I'd come on live and just do a little live video instead of me doing a video where I'm just sitting on my Jack Jones, and she ain't here today. She's got to look after her. She's got to look after her father's house and her mother's house while my old man's in hospital. So I thought I'd come on live and just have the title: do you think Spurs will come down? Do you think Spurs will go down? Do I think they'll go down? I have my doubts. I'm doubting myself after this morning. I was so positive. And then I've listened to Talk Shite Radio. And I thought to myself, shit, could we go down? Have they got the mentality to keep us up? I don't know. Then I see the news about Van der Ven not wanting to be at Spurs. And I'm thinking to myself, if you don't want to be at Spurs, bruv, just leave now. Because if you don't want to be at a football club and you're not passionate about the football club you play for, just leave. Just walk away, leave. We don't need you. What we need is passion and mentality to get us through the next, 11 games. The Fulham game, the Crystal Palace game would be the critical one, won't it? You know, but the Fulham game, I'm hoping for a win. I really am hoping for a win. I can't bear to see fucking... Mate, I'm really doubting myself whether Spurs can stay up just because of the mentality aspects of it. The more and more I look at the fucking Spurs squad, in reality, who we've got left to play, I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? We are in fucking dog shit. And then I'm getting messages from other people. You're right, Amy, you're my Roblox. Oi. How we doing? Yeah, the more and more I keep seeing online that other content creators are hoping, one of them hopes we're going to get relegated, the other one says we're not. Another YouTuber is gutted because apparently we don't know the reality of the thing. And I'm starting to think everyone's got a different opinion on this relegation scrap. And I'm thinking to myself, am I in the wrong being positive? Thinking that we are going to stay up mathematically? It's only 3-4 wins we need to stay up. But Jesus fucking Christ. It's doing my nutting. And I can't understand why there's so many different opinions. You either want to stay up. I can't understand the opinion like you want to get relegated. That's beyond me. You know, like you can say it out of jest. Oh, we win the Champions League and we get relegated. That'll be Spursy, won't it? And then you got all these people saying, oh, Dr. Tottenham's coming to Fulham, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, these are Tottenham fans. You know, we go on about Enoch, profit over glory, and I think it might be the same for YouTubers sometimes. You know, profit over passion. You're right, Sports Edits. How you doing, man? What do you think? If you're not even Tottenham fans, what do you think about Tottenham? Do you think they're going to go down? I know loads of other people who don't support Tottenham, and they said you could go down. No chance you go down, mate. Wolves fan here. You're right, Wolves fan. Matthew Jackson. I'll give you shout-outs for nothing, bruv. We don't do super chats on this one. Yeah, do you know what? I hope we don't go down. I hope Wolves don't go down. Wolves are a bit of a nostalgic football club for myself. You know, especially being this old. Man, I can remember some great players for Wolves. A great little club from years ago. I don't like to see any clubs go down, to be honest with you. Because sometimes once you go down, look at Leicester, bruv. You know what I mean? Once you go down, that's it. Some of them never come back up again. I can see that happening with I can see that happening with a few clubs now. Blackburn Rovers, we've never seen them again, have we? You know what I mean? Win something, get there, bosh, they're gone again. Absolutely nightmare, this Premiership. And the geezer on the radio, they want to take the Premiership down from what is it, 18, 19, 20, was it 21 teams, 22 teams to 18 teams for next season. What the fuck? They're trying to fucking get 18 teams in the Premiership. They're going to smaller the league. Did you hear that on the news? The geezer was on Talk Radio. The geezer promoting it. How can you have a smaller league? Yeah, shit owners. It's all about all the owners are shit, aren't they? For all the football clubs nowadays. I see West Ham fans moaning. I see fucking everyone else moaning. I'm thinking to myself, I'm glad it ain't just us moaning about our owners. Our owners are typically bad. I don't think no owners have got nothing good going for them. It's all about the coin for them, isn't it? Everything's about the coin. Same as the YouTubers. When you ask them their opinions on screen, the on-screen opinion, you can't really get a proper gauge on a proper fan, can you? Because it's very divisive what they say. It's for interaction, isn't it, on YouTube? That's why I like talking to you lot sometimes. Doing a live every now and again. At least you get proper people giving their proper opinions. And you don't have to pay money to give your opinion, do you, on YouTube? You can just write it in the little chat. And yeah, it's fucking sweet as a nut, mate. But this Premiership, this league is quite competitive this year, isn't it? It's competitive and shit. And VAR. That's another thing. That VAR, they've corrupted some of the games, haven't they? You know, they've made themselves indispensable to the Premiership at the minute, haven't they? With all these newfangled shit that they brought in. And, oh, mate. Would rather, what does Matthew Jackson say? Would rather be in the Prem, but 3 o'clock Saturday on the piss in the Championship ain't bad. It's not bad. Championship ain't bad. It's competitive. It's nice. And yeah, you got a lot of games, but it ain't so bad. But then when I put up these exclamation marks for someone in the Big Six, apparently, or for someone with a nice stadium like Tottenham, I don't think they'll cope. I don't think the fan base will cope. I don't think nothing will cope. I think if they go down, right, it's big if they go down, you won't see them again. You won't see them next year, like, get back in, because I don't think that'll happen. I don't think they've got the identity anymore. I don't think, if you believe what the news says, that a lot of these players ain't got passion for their club. That's what I'm saying. If you ain't got passion for the club, just go. You know, if Romero don't want to be here, just go. Van der Ven don't want to be here, just go. It's fucking absolutely nightmares. There's not much else I wanted to talk about today, really. That was it, really. I was just going to do a little video, but there's proper football fans, and I miss talking to proper football fans. Not none of this, the same people on the same chats and that. You know what their opinions are. They're all just echo chambers of one another, aren't they? They all listen to Talk Sport. They listen to their little favourite YouTubers, and fair play. Fair play, mate, if that's the way you want to play the echo chamber game. But it's like all parrot after each other, don't they? And it's like, oh, mate. But proper football fans, like, do you know what? I did have a moan this morning. I watched a West Ham channel this morning, and they went on with a fucking political agenda. Oh, mate. Why are they bringing fucking politics into fucking football, bruv? Politics and religion they brought into football. That's another word. They're coining it in, aren't they? They just want to coin it in, these people. They get past 1,000 subs, and they do that divisive, dramatic thing. And there's me slaughtering all the fucking Spurs ones because they was doing it. But at least they're talking about Spurs. Anyway, fucking, we ain't even got a squad Tottenham at the minute to play these fucking, what we got, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Liverpool. Mate, I know what, I see the reality, what people are saying. They're fucking hard games to play, aren't they? And it's fucking, but all the other teams, they've got equally hard games, haven't they, as well? You know, they're all mercenaries. They are mercenaries, but some of them you can't blame them because YouTube controls their channel. They don't control their channel no more. You know, they're on YouTube and they found a way to make easy money, and now they're on the easy money, the easy road, aren't they? And it's like, you can't blame them for doing that, but fucking hell. Stop swearing, I'm a kid. Sorry, Isaac. It is over 18s only. I don't know whether you know that, Isaac. I won't say nothing, and I'll try and stop swearing, brother. So we'll give you a shout out without swearing. Isaac. Hello. Go back to school, mate. Oh, school's finished now, isn't it? 10 to 4. What, you watching me on the bus, bruv? Fuck it. Oh, I can't stop, bruv. I can't stop. Can't stop a cockney. Yes, I start asking a cockney to stop breathing, innit? Stop swearing. I was going to say, I'm lost for words now, Isaac. You've totally done me up. Done me up like a kipper, bruv. You know? What team do you support, Isaac? It's like play school. We've turned this live into a play group. An after school group. Jesus. Man United. How are you finding being a Man United supporter? And do you live in Manchester? Or do you live in a different part of the country, Isaac? Every Manchester United supporter I know don't come from Manchester. Fucking hell. He comes from Manchester, the boy. Jesus Christ. Mersey tunes, do you support Liverpool, bruv? Because this would be a fucking comeuppance, wouldn't it? If we get one Manchester geezer who supports Man United, a Scasso who supports Liverpool or Everton, me, I'm local to Tottenham. I'm down the road. I'm 3.5 miles from Tottenham, where I used to come from. So I'm local. Cool, this would be a fuck. I bet that Wolves geezer was from Wolves as well, wasn't he? Where's Wolves? Just past Birmingham, innit? You know what I mean? We'll be the only live football channel where we've got actual locals talking about our own teams. Jesus Christ. Fucking he's a Scouse Evertonian. Nice one, brother. We've at jackpot here. We'd be the Three Musketeers, mate. Jesus Christ. No glory hunters here. Well, supporting our teams, we ain't glory hunters, are we? You know what I mean? That's classic, bruv. That's classic. That's made my day. I was really upset this morning as well. That is absolutely class, mate. Do you know what? I like Everton, to be honest with you. Well, I don't. I've got soft spots for a lot of clubs, but growing up, like, I was born 74, so I've seen Everton with the Southballs, you know what I mean? And they was a class team, mate, Everton. Everton, Liverpool, that was a wicked little derby to watch. Football was good years ago, wasn't it? Nah. This Premiership, mate, it's done my head in. Absolutely done my head in. And that's what I was getting back to, that they want to put 18 teams in the Prem and take away 4 teams. What's that all about? What's my favourite team, Isaac? I'm Spurs, mate. Spurs. Tottenham Hotspur. Relegation scrap. Relegation scrap, man. First match was 72. Mersey, you're a bit older than me. But you remember the good times, don't you? 70s. I remember see, when I first started getting into football, I was must have been about quite young because my dad's Spanish, right? So I was born with a football at my feet. Everything was football indoors. But the first team where I lived was West Ham. So I used to, all my mates were West Ham. I didn't have a clue about football. And I thought, oh yeah, I support West Ham, I suppose. When I got to a certain age, I got a bit of common sense. Long story short, I had an argument, supported Tottenham. But the greats, mate, Trevor Brook and Billy Bonds, you know what I mean? And then I went on to Glenn Hoddle, Ozzy Ardiles, Ricky Villa. And then all of a sudden, we was in Europe and it was all going swimmingly until the poor Vessel Stadium disaster, when we got banned for a little while. Oh, mate. Those were the good old days of football, though, the 80s, weren't they? Skull at the back. Yeah, bruv, you've got a skull there. That's my missus, what do you call it? All right, show that one. I don't know why it banned that Mersey tunes when you put Age Day Uncle Charlie Took Me. Fucking hell. I can understand why. It's a bit funny now, isn't it, YouTube, with all the thingies? They might have took that a different way. Isn't it nice, though, when you've got family take it? I've still got my Uncle Harry's ashes up on the shelf next to me. He's the one that got me. He was always talking about Spurs, always talking about Bill Nicholson and White Hart Lane. And in the end, I used to take my BMX up to White Hart Lane. It was fucking brilliant, man. Even when couldn't get into the games, I was only little. Me and my mate used to go White Hart Lane and stand outside the stadium with our BMXs just listening. And as soon as about 2 minutes before they was kicking out time, we used to fucking burn our way back to Bethnal Green. It was only 3.5 miles on a bike down one straight road. Absolutely brilliant. And those were the good days. And the people there were absolutely brilliant. You know, we used to get free peanuts sitting outside. Used to be some old boy before we'd go in the stadium. He'd give us a pack of peanuts to sit outside with. Fucking mental. Absolutely mental. But 18 teams they want. What do you lot think? Should they bring it into 18 teams in the Premiership? I'm thinking that's far too bad, isn't it? It's fucking mental. I'm starting to think, though, in a few years' time, they'll start doing this Super League thing, where we'll all be in one little Super League. And I think to myself, Jesus, that'd be bad. You know, I was absolutely gutted in 91, 92, when they started pay-per-view football and everything. No, that absolutely broke my heart, mate. Because some geezer said to me, he explained to me, when you watch in 30 years' time, football won't be the same. It'll just be all run by people with cash, and football will change. The rich will steal it and everything else. And it's true. You get to this age now, 50. I'm 52. You get to this age now, and the younger ones of 30 who's on YouTube, doing YouTube, they don't appreciate the old football. I was on the last knockings of the old football. You know what I mean? So as I reached 18, that's when they sold football off. So I had a good run at the old school football. You know what I mean? I suppose that's why I feel like I do sometimes. You know, I do respect a lot of other teams, but I can't respect this Premiership. I can't stand the VAR. I can't stand the way that they're making decisions that are changing games, changing scorelines, changing league positions. Absolutely terrible. That's another thing we could talk about. That VAR, mate, at PGMOL, they need their brains tested. Goodison Park, yeah, bruv. Good old stadium that was, wasn't it? You know what I mean? I'll see the first game of Everton, that very first game that they played at the new stadium. Looks like a lovely new stadium. But do you know what? That White Hart Lane, that was Tottenham's spiritual home. And someone said, I watched a radio show it's their podcast now, isn't it? I saw a podcast, and the bloke and the bird who was talking on it said, do you think Tottenham would be in a better position now if we still had White Hart Lane? And I think they might have, because that was a fortress. They've gone to Wembley, and then we've picked up loads of tourist fans, and it's become very sterile. Paying, I mean, look how much we paid for a ticket back in 1991. £6 we paid for a ticket back in 1991. And now, mate, £107 an average ticket for Tottenham. That was the price on the radio today. £107 an average price. And the demographics, most of the season ticket holders no longer are from the locality of London. They all come from either home counties or further afield. I suppose people have got to move out, so we take that into account. People move out of London. People are doing a bit better for themselves. But it's nice to see locals at the stadium, isn't it? Like proper locals, you know? Like when you went on a proper away game, pardon me, I do stutter. When you went on a really good away game years ago, the Sky Stadium was rocking, wasn't it? Liverpool was rocking. Everton was rocking, bruv. You know? Man City was rocking. Now you go to a game and it's very sterile. Very sterile. I think Manchester United was the only football club that I've seen this year that was singing a song about Roy Keane when he was standing on the pitch. And that song, I remember them singing that song when Roy Keane was playing. 70p in the paddocks in the 70s. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, boys. It's gone absolutely crazy, isn't it? Hold on, I've got a programme there. Here. Nottingham Forest versus Spurs. Look. Oh, look who it's got on the front. Cundy. That's just pick that out of the app. Is it Cundy? I can't see without my glasses. I don't think it is as it goes. Hold on. How much was this programme? Have they got prices on? £1.50 this programme from 1990. Oh, this is 1996. Has it got the prices of the tickets in? I ain't even got my glasses, boys. I couldn't even tell you. This is when Jerry Francis was manager, though, wasn't it? That was a wrong programme to get, wasn't it? That was a wrong programme to pick out. You know what I mean? Well, when was that? When Chris Armstrong was young. We had... Oh, mate. Yeah, this was the wrong programme to pick out. Maybe I have to pull out another programme from 1991, bruv, to get the right prices up. I just wanted to see what was the right prices. Oh, mate. I've got a 1995 official catalogue for Spurs. Look, this is classic, mate. Maybe I should turn this round. Look at the shit they used to wear, bruv. Jesus Christ. That's when it started. That's when the money started going in, wasn't it? Look at the pricks. Not the babies. Jesus. We'll get in trouble for calling them a bunch of mugs, won't we? Mind you, she ain't too bad, is she? Tottenham bird. Oh. I have to get a replica of that for my missus. Jesus Christ, look. Do you remember them rings that you used to be able to buy from years ago? Ross, mate. My mate had that ring. TH. When was this then? Yeah, 1995, 1996. Gift catalogue with Anderton on the front. Mate. Oh, I've got some stupid memorabilia, haven't I? Jesus Christ. Look at some of these footballers. Jesus, let's put that down. We'll probably lose viewers showing you that. You're all right, boys. Our dad named my brother after the 1979-80s Tottenham team. Oi, oi. I was named after my granddad. You know what I mean? Mind you, I've got a surname that I wanted to put on my Tottenham top, right? But I can't put on my Tottenham top because it's Sanchez. You don't want Davison Sanchez on your Tottenham top, do you? You really don't. I've got some other Do you know what I have got there? If I can find it. I've got a beautiful, yeah, let's pull them out quick. I don't know whether people have seen these old ones. 69. Did someone say 70, 71? No, it was named after the 79, 80. I don't know whether I got a 79, 80 handbook. But the old handbooks. I don't know whether any Tottenham fans only remember them. Probably Adrian of Tottenham diehards will remember them. You know what I mean? These are hand-me-downs because I weren't born then. But these are off my father-in-law. He gave me these before he got dementia. And some of them's got some beautiful young pictures in of the footballers. I don't know whether you can, if I can get them up. Got some lovely adverts in there. Spurs Development Society's daily draw. That was when we was local. You know what I mean? You could do a raffle, a Tottenham raffle. Go and buy raffle tickets out of Tottenham. Peter Collins, John Collins. I've not even got my glasses on. I have to do it by look pictures. Jimmy Greaves. Old John Gilroy. Let me do it by pictures. I don't know them. I can't read them. Who was that? Evans? Was that Raymond Evans? I do know my Tottenham history. But they're beautiful little books to have, aren't they? You know? God, that was the good old days of fucking Tottenham. So I was named after my granddad. I was named after fucknose. Mate, my mate was named, he used to say that. He used to say to me, I'm named after fucknose. I used to call him fucknose. Oh, it's nice going back over the memorabilia because, like, I don't know why, I just get positive when I go over the memorabilia, and I've been getting it out a lot lately. Just, I know we're in such dog shit position in the league. I've been thinking to myself, do you know what? My mental health is on par with how Tottenham do sometimes. Remember we had the golden goal tickets win a tenner. Oh, mate. Oh, shit. What was I named after? Turdy. Bruv. You want to laugh? I don't know. You know them, the American TikToks where the geezer leaves a turd on the toilet? Have you ever seen them? I went to the toilet this morning after being 2 days constipated because I was on codeine for the last couple of days. I had a hot cup of fucking tea this morning, laid the log. No word of a lie, mate. It must have been about 14 inches, mate. I had to go and boil a kettle. One of those ones, bruv. Boil a kettle, break it up. I nearly got a fork out to mash it, bruv, like a banana. Mate, what a fucking morning. You know what I mean? And then I turned on Talk Sport when I went shopping. Oh, mate. No one should listen to Talk Sport. Why do people listen to Talk Sport? Anybody in the live chat tell me why people listen to Talk Sport? I find Simon Jordan absolutely wrong. I find the Scotch geezer, he's all right, but he can be wrong. And who's the other geezer in the mornings? Alan Brazil does my nutting. And his only saving grace is that he played for Tottenham, right? But other than that, I could take or leave the prick. You know what I mean? I really could. Mind you, I do like Jamie O'Hara and Cundy for some reason. The banter's quite funny. But that's about it. That Goldstein in the afternoons, mate, that geezer needs to be taken to a football game and left somewhere for the football fans to do what they will with him. You know what I mean? Yeah, it does get depressing, doesn't it? It does get. I've been watching. I ain't been watching fuck all on fucking YouTube, to be honest with you. The last week and a half. I seem to think though, a lot of football clubs, us down the lower parts of the league, we're starting to get a bit of community back though. If we go down, we stand by the Lily Whites. Yeah, of course we do. You know what I mean? You're right, Sasha. I hope you're well. Thanks for your comments the other day underneath the videos. I do appreciate all them. Yeah, fucking once at Tottenham, once a year, always a year, isn't it? You know what I mean? My mate said to me the other week about going down, and when am I coming down the new? Do you know what? If I could, I wanted to get tickets for the next 10 games. I said to my missus, I don't care if I can't get the kids' tickets, don't care if I can't get the wife tickets, but I want to come and just see if I can get us. I want to be part of them last 10 days, the last 10 games of getting us to stay up. You know what I mean? Because I think that's where the community lies at Tottenham. You know, it was like White Hart Lane during the mid-90s. You know, some of them games, oh mate, they was diabolical. But I felt like I was part of something. I felt like I was part of a community. I felt like I was part of everybody screaming, we got them to win something. Even Gaza, remember 91? I think it was 91. Can't remember back that far. I've been on so much shit the last fucking 20 odd years. Fucking a Spanish-Dutch collab. We'll have that, bruv. I like Holland, mate. I spent a lot of time in Holland over the last, well, my favourite place is Edam. I absolutely loved Edam. I liked Amsterdam. I got lost in, what's the capital of Holland now? I got lost in the capital. If you ain't got a membership, then I'll get you in with me, fella. It can get boring going alone. The new Park Lane can be proper. Went on a tour of Hill Dickinson Stadium a couple of months ago and fucking hated it. Yeah, Edam cheese is. I found a shop in Edam called Clogs and Cheese. And absolutely brilliant, bruv. Absolutely brilliant, mate. All it had in there was clogs and cheese. You know, it says what it says. But I like, no, what's the other place? The capital of Holland, bruv. Where the Parliament is. That's where I got lost. That's where I got lost. I got absolutely magical cigaretted out of my head. And yeah, The Hague. Den Haag. And I got lost in Den Haag, yes. All around me, everyone was speaking Finnish, and I was taking the mushrooms. Very nice. Yeah, it was fucking, that was a proper good old laugh, mate. I like it. Oh, and Haarlem in Amsterdam. That was one of my most favourite places, man. Absolutely favourite places. Yeah, bruv. I took a old Chrysler PT Cruiser there with the number plate was Sensi. Underneath it was Johnny Sensi. I don't know how the Dutch police didn't pull me up. I used to park outside Barney's, right outside the old Barney's, not the new one, the old Barney's. Park right outside. Hold on, yeah, on the other side of the road, because you can't park on that side of the road, so it was the other side of the road, but it was right outside Barney's. And used to go in there and get absolutely smashed out of my head. Proper smashed. Oh, mate. Mind you, I do miss getting, do miss not smoking and watching the football. Because I used to love that. Roll up a cup of tea, get right into the football. Now, I'm not smoking it. I'm still getting into it, but I miss that haze. Especially if we lose. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want to go to that new stadium. I'd love to go to the new stadium. You know what puts me off in the new stadium is Joe Lewis, the Lewis Stadium. You know what I mean? But as I said, I'm more of a supporter than I hate capitalism. I love Spurs more. And I'd like to get them over the line. Just get them over the line, get us out of that relegation scrap, and then I think to myself, is it worth... do you know what? See, I'm like Brian Daigle, right? I don't want to set foot in the stadium, but I do. But I don't. But I do. Oh, mate, I am jealous. I'm jealous of all the people that go. Absolutely jealous. And then when I look round, I miss the old place so much. But if you're in the right area, the new place is a worthy replacement. Do you know what? I see the other day, I see a bunch of people at the Tottenham Stadium, right? And no, you ain't paying for nothing, bruv. You ain't paying for nothing. I'll pay my own way. But I tell you what, I looked at the new stadium the other day, and there was people playing Nintendo Switches on their phone, and they weren't watching the football. And I thought, oh wow, can you imagine that at White Hart Lane? Can you imagine that at White Hart Lane? That switch would be taken out your hands, bruv, and it'd be in the air before you knew it. Can you imagine if we had mobile phones back at the White Hart Lane, the proper White Hart Lane? You know, that'd be funny as fuck, man. People would be losing their phones, having their pictures would be taken of people's cocks having a piss in the old fucking pissy trough. Me and Paul was talking about it, the Hotspur Hippie, the other day. You remember the fucking used to stink of piss? Oh, mate. Especially in the winter, there'd be that steam rising from your feet, wouldn't there? Yeah. Yeah, they call it White Hart Lane, don't they? I suppose you can't call it anything other than White Hart Lane. All these people go on about the naming rights. As soon as they name it a different name, it ain't going to be the same, is it? You know what I mean? It really ain't. Doing the Phil 5-1 greatest memory of the old place, yeah. Mate, it's got some beautiful... That's what I'm saying. It was like our spiritual home, and then to have it knocked down. It was like, wow. And I was saying to someone the other day, remember me, mate, got me chong-eyed against Middlesbrough in the paddock FA Cup 88. I ended up looking at the seagulls in the sky going, wow, do you know what? I took... we shouldn't be saying this online, should we? You shouldn't be saying this online, but I ate a strawberry, 1990. And, yeah, let's just say that I turned up at the football and I ended up somewhere in Cheshunt on the side of a canal bank. And then I woke up in the morning in my uncle's house thinking, what the fuck? I only went to go and watch the Tottenham. I've ended up in Cheshunt, bruv. You know what I mean? But being there on the high road, abandoned the plot. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, them West Ham lot, mate, that bowling ground, I don't know how they put up with that and gone to the fucking London Stadium. Hello from South Africa. Right, hold on, I ain't got my glasses on, but Malawin, how we doing, bruv? Are we doing well in South Africa, mate? Yeah, it's fucking South Africa, fucking hell, bruv. Can't you invite us all over for an holiday? We could all do with a bit of sun. We're all living in fucking... God, it's pissing down. Is it pissing down where you are? It's absolutely pissing down where I am, mate. No worries, brother. Don't have to super chat here either. Just type what you want in and we'll talk about it. Cape Town. Fucking Cape Town, massive, mate. Last time I saw Cape Town was on a sticker on one of my oranges when I was about 7. Do you remember them? Cape Town stickers. Portuguese South African family. Used to love going to the old bowling. Do you know what? It was nice, wasn't it? The old West Ham Stadium. Just for the atmosphere. Not that I like West Ham. I've got a soft spot for them. Mind you. Who did I see at West Ham Stadium? I see West Ham versus Arsenal, I think. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. West Ham, Tottenham. That didn't go down too well. I remember running that day. I must have been about 14. But my mates would never go. When I was a kid, my mates would never go Tottenham. Was about 13, 14. My mate had the idea of going around all the different London football clubs, paying our £2 to go and watch. No, it was about 50p to go and watch Brentford once, Chelsea. Highbury, I refused to go. We had a fight on the train. We ended up at Millwall. Millwall was a good old that was a good old football club years ago. You know what I mean? Little Harley, come on Harley. God, of course I remember you, mate. You was on the other day, weren't you? How you doing, bruv? You still rapping? But Millwall was a good that was good to go and see. The only thing I didn't like about Millwall was coming home. And I only lived over the fucking bridge. But to me, that went half a long journey. It weren't like West Ham. I could just get on I'd get on walk to Stratford and just keep walking straight down the road. And I was back at proper Bow Church, you know, the old Bow Church. Yeah, the old den. Not the new den, the old den. Yeah, a bit further. My sister-in-law lives near the old den. And my missus, she lives near the new den. You know what I mean? All my nephews, well, her nephews, I don't know whether I can call them my nephews, we're not married, but all our nephews go to football down Millwall at the minute, you know. Hello, Harley. How you doing, mate? Emirates is a shit area, soulless surroundings at least. Do you know what? You know at the Tottenham parade, I drove home and went down Highbury. Because I had my Tottenham top on, so I thought, you know what? Let's just drive down Highbury and wind the bastards up for fucking. I'll go home the long way. And I went down, what's that big long road where you pass the Arsenal pub that's near Tottenham? It brings you out into the top of Angel, doesn't it? Or the top of Upper Street, near enough. Holloway Road. I went the long way round and come round Holloway Road, going all that way. Oh, mate. It's proper horrible, isn't it, Holloway, isn't it? And it's like, it's not my cup of tea. It's not got no earthy atmosphere, you know. Every gunner is a runner. Yeah, you're right there. I've never seen them. I'm from London. What part of London are you from, Harley? Don't give us precise area. Just give us a little part of London that you're from. You know what I mean? Yeah, N17's proper. You know, there was no difference. I used to walk from Kingsland Road all the way down to Stoke Newington to use lot, and Stamford Hill, Stoke Newington, Stamford Hill, and just walk on Seven Sisters, and you're there. You know what I mean? North London. What's it like in fucking your part of North London, Harley? Is it nice? What's Al Capone saying? Look, says nonce. Here we go. Fucking hell. You'd enough get some trolls about it, don't we? Yeah, I went back to Bethnal Green the other day, mate. That was sketchy. I put a video up, as I was doing a live touring around Bethnal Green video. Some crackhead tried to take my phone off me. I had to put the phone in my pocket, and I didn't realise that I didn't realise he wanted the phone, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It went on to pause, and a few words were said, and I thought, Jesus, mate, you would have got that years ago where he was standing. You never would have got that years ago. It's sketchy everywhere, though, isn't it? Wherever you go now, mate, it's just full of hoodies. Al Capone. If you want a nonce channel, bruv, there's plenty of other Tottenham channels you can go and watch. You know what I mean? I'm trying not swear at the minute, but it ain't fucking working, is it? You know what I mean? Lots of gangs. Yeah, it's like, do you know what? When I used to frequent Tottenham years ago in my youth, like 20s, down Broadwater and all the surrounding places like that, I had loads of friends who used to do iffy things, and it was all gangs back then. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, it was all gangs back then. Nothing's changed, has it, really? You know what I mean? I don't know why it keeps hiding people's chat things. I don't normally hide people. I followed my sons up to Midlands when his ex-wife went and fucked off up there. Yeah, my cousin went up to Bromsgrove. You know what I mean? He come from Bermondsey. He went up to Bromsgrove because it was nice. Merseytunes got stuck at the traffic lights. My car when Liverpool had a parade after they won. Cut back in 90. It was hell. Oh, mate. Stafford, bruv. That's not too bad, is it? That's quite nice up there. I went and bought a tent up Stafford, but it must be about 8 years ago now. Still got the tent, man. Yeah, the trophy parade. I don't know if you can remember. Do you know who Mazza is? I know a few Mazzas. I don't think that. I don't know. I know the Mazza off YouTube, if that's who you mean. I don't know him personally. I just watch him on TV like you do. I'm just the viewer. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a geezer with an iPhone, right? So I don't know a lot of these people. I know Black Maz, L20 rapper. Is he an L20 rapper? What part of Liverpool's that from then? I don't know many of these people. You can. Yeah, I was going to say about the 1981 trophy parade. That was a good one. I was on my BMX and the geezer they picked me BMX up and I thought they was going to nick me BMX and the geezer held it while the other geezer took me to the front of the parade, to the front of the town hall. Can't stand that fucking Barnaby. Do you know what? Barnaby Slater. I don't know whether you watch me on TikTok. I've done a stitch up from. It's called a stitch up, not a stitch up. But when you do you mash your two things together on TikTok, they call it a stitch up. And you know what? I watch him on TikTok. He's a bit he's dramatic, isn't he? He's got a facade of he has to be. What do you call it? I see him collaborate the other day with another channel on YouTube. But none of these are my cup of tea. They're not proper Tottenham to me. You know what I mean? They're not proper White Hart Lane. Bootle. Fucking hell. I've been Bootle years ago, bruv. Yeah, he loves the drama. Just Jay. If Uber drivers are making money from Uber, then why don't they just order themselves? I don't think it works like that, does it? Mind you, I've got hotspur hippie got to be up there. I talk to Paul, the hotspur hippie. He's helped me out with my mental health a lot. He's a lovely bloke. Absolutely. He's become like a best friend. He don't mince his words, no. No. What was I going to say about Uber? I was going to say I ordered Uber the other day. Uber, mate. Fucking hell. The dirty bastards, right? Get on this. McDonald's is 8 minutes away, right? So I thought I'd be lazy. I've just been driving. I just drove 2 hours from London home. I thought I'll treat the kids. I'll get them their first Uber delivery, McDonald's. It comes stone fucking cold. The chips were rank. Mind you, I did get me little friends dolls. And it tells you on Uber, you can give them a tip. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll give them 15% tip. Press the thing to pay for it. 40 quid. One Big Mac meal, one cheeseburger meal. Well, yeah, one cheeseburger meal and no, two Big Mac meals and one cheeseburger meal. 40 quid, mate. I said to my kids, the next time I'm taking my electric scooter, right, that I've got here, and I'll just drive down McDonald's and I'll Uber it myself, bruv, for 40 quid. You know what I mean? Yeah, Paul don't mince his words. He don't mince his words. Um, Paul, Paul just says it as he sees it, and sees it as he says it. Is that the one? We're doing 3, 2, 1. He's like Ted Rogers, mate. You know, just fuck him. And he's right in a way because he's proper White Hart Lane as well. You know, it's a shame he's in Australia. Otherwise, you'd probably see him around the games all the time, like you did years ago. But yeah, that's what I like about people like that. If I'm being a cunt on the phone when I'm talking to Paul, right, it'll tell me I'm being a cunt. You know, but he's such a beautiful person when you talk to him, and there's no YouTube. Such a beautiful person, mate. He's not got no facade. He's the same person that you see on screen as when you talk to him. He's got integrity, and he's a lovely person. Mind you, there's a few YouTubers that put a facade on, and they are lovely people in real life. You know, Harrow boy, yeah, Hillingdon Harrow, innit? All that way. I only went down there on a red bus rover when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I can't even remember what Hillingdon and Harrow was like years ago. But I remember going there on a red bus rover when they was like 25 pence. Good thing about living in the hills is no one delivers to us. Oh, Adam, you're fucking lucky, bruv. Mind you, no one delivers to me because, get on this one. I got a caravan outside and a few cars, right, that I don't drive no more because I can't drive them. For medical reasons, I can't drive some of the cars. And they're parked outside. And we don't get a lot of people knock because they think I'm a gypsy. You know, because I wear a flat cap and everything. They think I'm a fucking proper Kent gyppo. You're going to be the first YouTuber I'll meet there, Mush, when you get down the new place. So, bruv, when I get down, there's a geezer we'll have to fucking hook up with as well. Scotch Hotspur. I think his name's Scotch Hotspur. But he said we'll go for a pint. I don't really drink. You know, I used to have problems with it, but I can drink and not get at my box. But it will be nice to get down the new stadium and fucking meet some people. No one delivers to me because I don't order fuck all. You better not to order nothing, are you? You better not to order nothing. What caravan you got, Adam? I've got, my missus will know this. I don't know what caravan I got, bruv. What caravan have I fucking got? I got that one. Look, I'll turn it round. You can see it at the top. Look, it does look like a gypsy site though at the minute. I ain't been out there all fucking winter. Oh, I forgot the name of my caravan. Shit. I know it's a good one. Mind you, I've got to go out and fucking wash my caravan. Well, I've got Romany blood, so that might, because I've got a bit of front as well, so they might think I'm a Ken gypsy. Oh, here we go. Always have a couple down the pubs. Yeah, do you know what? I used to drink in, I don't know whether it was the bricklayers, when the football weren't on. My mate was a bit of a pisshead. So we used to have, we'd go round Seven Sisters. There was a pub at Seven Sisters that was a Tottenham pub. And then because he was Arsenal, right, my mate, but we used to have a drink in the Seven Sisters Tottenham pub for me. Then we used to go to his Arsenal pub, where I used to have to sit there and grit my teeth for a pint. And then I think it was the Bricklayers. What was the other pub down there that had a Tottenham poster on the outside? Oh, mate, I can't even remember. Oh, what's this geezer says? Saws 170. Hello, you are my favourite. Oh, yeah. All right, mate. Get a life. Get a wife. One of those ones, isn't it? Yeah, you got to get it down. Yeah, a bit of Basque and a bit of Rome. Yeah, I got my dad's full Basque, and my mum's Irish, English, Rome. Well, I wouldn't even say English because both her granddads would be Irish on her family tree. So yeah, I've got a lot of if I do my DNA, I can get me. I don't know whether I can put it up here. My DNA test says half Irish, half Basque. You know what I mean? Coaching horses, yeah. Was it coaching horses? Yeah, I forget all the names of the pubs, bruv. I can remember all the pubs up until um, top of Stamford Hill. You know where the MFI was? The old MFI? Do you remember that? MFI. Gilpin's Bell. Why does that ring a bell? Not because I've drunk in there, it just rings a bell. Yeah, after Fanborough, Red Shites. Do you know what? Isn't that funny? Like, half my, 3/4 of my family of West Ham. The other quarter are Tottenham. You know what I mean? My sister's Tottenham. My brother-in-law's Tottenham. My two nieces, one of my nieces, she plays football. I keep saying to my sister, push her, because I want her to play for Tottenham ladies. But she's a really good footballer as well. Up at the start of Angel Edmonton. Let me get me A to Z on, bruv. Yeah, that's at the right top, innit? Right top. What do you think will happen? Stay up? I'm hoping stay up. I'm hoping. Trunts says, what do you think will happen? Stay up? And I was answering, stay up, yeah. That's right. Mathematically, it's only 3 games I think we've got to win. And hoping that all the other teams below us, Nottingham Forest and West Ham, have a really bad end of season, to be honest with you. I do like the look of Somerville for West Ham, though. He's got a lot of passion in him for just coming into the club, hasn't he? Sasha says, my brother got me into Tottenham, took me to the lane and fell in love with. Yeah. Do you know what? That's what my Uncle Harry done to me. He used to tell me stories of Jimmy Greaves and Bill Nicholson, and there's a young geezer called Glenn Oddle who's absolutely marvellous. And mind you, there was a few bods round my way who used to frequent Bethnal Green pubs. Paul Miller. Who was the other geezer? And there was another Tottenham player who used to frequent a Bethnal Green pub every now and again. And yeah, so I was a little kid sitting outside the pubs years ago as well. You know, so I used to see all these people go in and out. Can I look after your car? Give us a pan note. Granddad's from Hammersmith, moved out to Wickham to get away from the Nazi bombings. He used to go to Lane one weekend, Scunbury the next. It was different back then. You know what I mean? I can remember my granddad weren't never into football. Well, he was into football, but he weren't into football like go to football. And I remember sitting there with him. I said to him, Granddad, what was the best football game you see? And he went, I did go Wembley once. I went, oh yeah. I goes, what'd you watch? I think it was Wembley, he said. Anyway, it was the 1966 World Cup final. He goes, well, I enjoyed myself. And I thought to myself, fucking hell, if there was one game you wanted to see as an English patriot like my granddad was, and I mean patriot as in the old sense of the word, not this new sense of the word where they're all anti this and anti everything. My granddad was absolutely loved everybody and anybody, and World War II veteran. And I thought to myself, yeah, bruv, I'd like to go and see the nine. If I had to go back in time, it'd be the 1966 World Cup final, wouldn't it? It'd be one of those games where you just soak up the atmosphere. Oh, mate, it must have been absolutely beautiful. And I can remember asking my Uncle Harry, he proper Spurs. I said to him, what was the best game you see at White Hart Lane? And he used to say to me, every fucking Tottenham game is the best game. Every fucking Tottenham game. He never swore like me. But yeah, he loved his Tottenham so much so he moved from Tottenham to Bethnal Green, met my nan's sister, and then he moved back up to St Anne's Road, Haringey. And is it Haringey, St Anne's Road? I think it is Haringey, isn't it? Just to be near the football so he could go the game, come home, you know what I mean? Say to the missus, just going out for a couple of jars, and he'd be at the football. But it was different. It was different back years ago where you could do that, couldn't you? Nah, Christ almighty. Imagine saying to your missus, I'm just going to watch the football. Only going to take 9 hours to fucking get down there. Yeah, late as Mersey Tune. I'm going off now anyway, I think. Storming the pitch back in May when they showed the Europa final at the new ground was like a fucking dream. I bet it was, Sasha. I bet, bruv. Looked good, that did. Looked fucking good. Absolutely. My missus wanted to go. Yeah, my missus is a yid. My missus is proper die hard. In fact, she messaged me just before I come on live, and she was going through a memorabilia collection that she's got at her old house where her parents live, and she's got all the old football stickers. And I said, I'll bring them back. I'll do a video on it. Oh, do you know what? My missus knows all the yid chants. You know, we was only having a laugh the other day, singing the Klinsman song. I can't sing the Klinsman song online, can I? You know what I mean? Hello, Yash. How you doing, mate? Yeah, you remember that Klinsman song? We couldn't stop laughing. I was fucking cracking up. Oh, those were the days, mate. Do you remember Klinsman? Fucking turning up in a Beetle, bruv. Yeah, chim chimaroo, chim chimaroo. I did sing it online the other week, right? And in one of my videos, and yeah, that's the one. I can't say that out loud. I don't think I'm allowed to say that out loud. Can we? Don't say the second part to it, bruv. Do not say the second part to it because we will get we'll get we'll get vilified. But everyone knows what we're on about, don't they? If you're a Spurs fan, you know what I mean. But that Klinsman, that was the highlight of the '90s, wasn't it? Paul Gascoigne and Klinsman, bruv. Absolutely love Klinsman. And someone said to me the other day, "Who do you want to be the new Spurs manager then?" You know, one of those ones. And and I said, "Do you know what?" And they gave me they reeled off a name of 20 available managers, and I said, "Do you know what stands out? It's the name Klinsman. Like, bring him back as a Tottenham manager." And I've not seen that on any other channel. What I watch on the old Spurs TV thing. I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice for Klinsman to come back, take us, do the double, and then we'd get our proper identity back, you know what I mean? And then we could sing the Klinsman song again, and we'd probably get barred off a Premiership TV, wouldn't we? I was born '92, so I wasn't proper aware of that era. Oh, mate. Yeah, that was a good time to be. I was a kid back then, not a kid. '92, I was just turned 18. Just got through the rave scene, and yeah, that was good. That was good times, mate. Absolutely good times. The only bad time was Jerry Francis in the mid '90s. Not a big Jerry Francis fan myself, you know. Mind you, I was up. See, I'm Birkinshaw's army when I first started supporting Spurs, right? So every manager had to live up to Keith's reputation, and no one did. No one lived up to Keith's reputation for me. You know, they got Pleaty. Redknapp was all right, but he was still West Ham, wasn't he? You know what I mean? No one lived up. And Poch, everyone goes on about Poch. That's a nostalgia thing, I think, for them, because they come of age when Poch come in, and now they're on YouTube doing their YouTube thing. I think that's a nostalgia thing. Would you want Poch back, Johnny? No. I don't think you'll find all the big YouTube channels and Abby, what's her name, Abby, and that they all want Poch back. I think that's what I'm saying. I think it's a nostalgia thing for them. I don't think if we got the same owners, the Lewis owners, and Poch comes back, I don't think nothing could change. If we got different owners and they want to invest in the football side of the club, then by all means get that manager back, because then it could unify the club as an identity. But with the current owners, I don't think no manager's going to come in under these current owners. Didn't really want to be negative today about the owners, but they are terrible, actual terrible owners, and it drives you mad just thinking about it. A really good power mine in another country. He was great big into the protest movement, and you know, solidarity. That them owners have got to go. They've definitely got to go. They're the most disgusting owners we had. Keith, your all-time fave, yeah. Keith Birkinshaw, bruv. My all-time fave. What does Adam say? Sorry, Adam, I forgot. I remember Spurs winning the FA Cup same day as Motherwell won the Scottish Cup final. Gazza injured himself, yeah. Was that a broken knee or something, wasn't it? Why are you always talking about Tottenham sells when you're a Tottenham supporter? What? What are you on about? I'm thick as arseholes, Arlie. You'll have to put it in capital letters. Why are you always talking about how Tottenham sells when you're a Tottenham supporter? I'm old school Tottenham supporter. I never liked Alan Sugar. Never liked Alan Sugar. I was glad when the old when that bloke. Do you remember when the bloke went round his house and knocked at the door, Alan Sugar's door, and just asked him, "What are you doing, mate?" And he come out and had a conversation with him. He just bullshitted the geezer, you know. I'm a football fan before. I'm a Spurs fan before, from 1980 West Ham Cup. Was it Cup final at West Ham 1980? From that day onwards, I've been Tottenham from 1980 onwards, right? And if you've been a Spurs fan and you've seen the Birkinshaw era, and then you see Scholar come in and it went iffy, then you see Sugar come in and it went iffy, and then we've got Levy, who was did Sugar sell to Levy? Jesus, I can't even remember I remember Pleaty had a bit of remember Pleaty, the manager, had a couple of percent in Tottenham as well, didn't he? But anyway, I've never been a fan of the monetarisation of football, ever. I think he means backing them. Oh, I won't back. I'll support the shirt. I ain't supporting the suit. You know what I mean? They've just ruined football for everyone. Absolutely ruined. You would have loved it. You youngsters would have actually loved supporting your club in the 80s. You know what I mean? You'd have absolutely loved it. It was piss cheap to get in. I was talking to Paul the other day. He said it in one of his videos after we was talking. I worked out that in 1990, an half-cut young boy like me got into White Hart Lane for a 5.50 6 knicker. With the inflation, it should only work out to about 16 quid for a ticket in 2026. And I think, that's just off the top of my head, I think that's about 280% profit they're making on a ticket now. So they've inflated it by 280% compared to what it should be. It should be £16. Now it's on average 107 quid to go into Tottenham. You know, they've priced the locals out, haven't they? They've priced you young kids out for years. The old demographics are no longer there, are they? You know, you got the diehards who still go. I don't know whether Adrian still goes. But I don't know whether do the old firm still go to White Hart Lane, because I can remember standing with the old firm quite a few times at White Hart Lane as a youngster. So I don't know whether the old firm still go. Do the new firm go? I don't know. I don't know any of the new ones, but the old, I've not seen the old. Perhaps they do go. I see a few of them at the parade, but I was a young kid back when they was like in their 25s, 30s. But I see a few of them at the parade. I recognised a few of their faces, but they're half aged. Some of the old supporters. Yeah, how long we've been going for? 70 minutes, boys and girls. Mate, what's the time? 16:49. Too much hassle with the police go to the games now. Yeah, do you know what? I ain't saying nothing about the old Bill. I ain't saying nothing about them. When they nicked that little kid dressed up in the Arsenal, he's a Chelsea boy, isn't he? Dressed up in the Arsenal kit for TikTok and went down to the Tottenham. When he got nicked, I thought that was quite funny, to be honest with you. Because I can say, you know me, because I'm Tottenham, right? He says it and he gets nicked because he ain't Tottenham. You know, we reclaimed the word, didn't we? And I suppose that copper was right, you know. That's quite funny, though. I watched him on TikTok get nicked. And I thought that was funny as fuck. But there are an awful lot of police, isn't there? An awful lot of police. Like, you can't even have a fucking... Well, I say you can't even have a smoke. At White Hart Lane, you could have a smoke. You can't even smoke in the stadium now, can you? I mean, cigarettes. Yeah, you got to laugh at them, ain't you? You got to laugh at the kid. I watched a few. Beg your pardon. I watched a few old boys go for him, mate. Try to give him a slap, and I think I think they was just had too many sherbets. You know what I mean? You smoke like 20 times a day. I've got a smoker's chest, bruv. But I've been through Jamaica and back. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm left with. I try not to smoke. You know, I try not to. I know that cookie good. What cookie are we talking about? The last cookie that people used to talk to me about was a green cookie. You know what I mean? A musical green cookie, or was it what is it? The hotspur hippie says a musical cigarette. Yeah, you can't even fucking have a proper puff, can you? You know, I hope my missus ain't watching this because I've given up. And if I went down the White Hart Lane, I would probably partake in a musical cigarette for old time's sake. You know what I mean? Just so I could because I don't drink a lot. You know what I mean? I've had terrible trouble with alcohol when I was a kid, but yeah, I would probably partake myself. You right, girl?
Can we go on a drive? Can we go out somewhere? Because I'm actually so bored of sitting at home. Like, I wanted to go to school today, but I don't want to just be at home all day.
Yeah, we've got to go and get your mother from down the blue.
Tiffany said that she's gone for 2 days.
No, she's coming back tonight. I've got to go and get her.
When?
I don't know, this afternoon sometime, or this evening sometime, so we go out then.
Well, why did Mum say she was going for 2 days then if she wasn't?
Eh?
Why did Mum say she was going to go for 2 days?
Because she was going to go for 2 days. She had to sort something out down there for your mum, for your nan. And now she's had to come back because your nan don't need it sorted. So, so we ain't got to go down the blue. We've got to go down Bexley Heath. Sorry, boys and girls. Just rolled one yourself, Adam. Oh, mate, it gets too expensive, doesn't it? I was buying an Henry every day near enough. I mean, it got too much. You know what I mean? Even if you buy it in the Zeds. I used to smoke it in the Zeds. But, oh, mate, it just takes the piss, doesn't it? Past the Dutchie. Yeah, do you remember that, Neil? Past the Dutchie pen, the left-hand side. Fucking hell, bruv. I think I was a kid and they were kids singing that song. Oh, mate, how long we been on for? 80 minutes. Fucking hell, we could have done a watch along on the fuck. If I'd done a watch along, wonder how many people would watch if I'd done a watch along for Fulham. I don't know whether I'd get taken off the air. Got myself about an Oscar a month, yeah, bruv. Do you know what? I still too much in it. I used to have Zeds in the garden for ages when I was living in Green. And if it weren't for that, I don't think I would have. Yeah, you're better off. What's the word? What's a nice word of saying it? Sowing the seed of love. That's what you're better off doing, bruv. It works out a lot fucking cheaper then, doesn't it? Especially for the shit they sell. Mind you, you know what they I see in France what they've been doing. Can you actually cancel your stream, mate? What do you mean? Why it's not what? Cancel my own stream? Yeah, I think they can. Oh, you ain't seen me, mate, when fucking the Tottenham play, bruv. Mate, it gets a bit I sort of go back to my 20-year-old self when we play, and I get an hour and a half of pure adrenaline. Not like when you watch these fucking watch-alongs on YouTube, bruv. They're a bit they sit there, don't they? I watched one of a big channel the other week just to see what they do. Let's just say Hotspur hippie times by about 20, add a bit of Colombian marching powder on top, and I'm totally sober now, so I'm just saying, add that excitement on top, and that's what I get when I watch the football, bruv. You know, I'm proper on it. I'm slaughtering everyone. The refs are see you next Tuesday. You know, yeah, I'm proper, mate. That's what I'm saying. If I'd done a watch along, it'd be a proper watch along. It'd be like when you're sitting with your mate in a pub and he's just fucking screaming at the TV till the fucking landlord says, "Excuse me, son, shut your mouth or F off." Of an 18-year-old boy who can't hold his own water. That's a good one. Crew Nice says, "Will England win or not again New Zealand?" What are you talking about? The fucking cricket? Not again New Zealand. What the fuck, bruv? I'm not into any other sports. The only other fucking thing I watch is Arrows. I watch the Arrows with the missus. You know what I mean? And I don't even know the names of them no more. You know, fucking. Last time I watched fucking the Arrows was Eric Bristow, Keith Deller, Jockey Wilson. What you got now? You got that young boy, ain't you? What's his name? Looks like he's an extra chromosome extra. I forgot his name. Yeah, my 30-year-old's in Shanghai at the minute. She's living over in Shanghai, mate. Isn't it mad having older kids? Phil Taylor, cool. Remember that name? Never watched him much. The crafty Cockney Luke Littler. He wishes he was Cockney, mate. What is he, Northern? He's proper fucking Northern, isn't he? You can tell, can't you? His eyes are too close together. Are you 58? No, bruv, I'm 52. 52, bruv. You should have worked that out, Arlie, when I said I was 18 in 92. You know what I mean? Oh, how many years ago? That sounds well old, doesn't it? That sounds fucking well old. Jesus Christ. remember going to see Guns N' Roses in '87, and I was only about 13, 14. I think that was in Marquee, Guns N' Roses, and then I went to see them again in 1990 when I was 16. Yeah, so I must, yeah, fucking hell. 62, fucking hell, Neil. You're farting dust, bruv, ain't you? Your granddad was born in 1948. I'll give you a perspective. My granddad was born in 1917. You know what I mean? No longer here, my granddad. 1948. My mum was born 1949. And my dad was born 1939. That's about their age group, innit? Feel young at 45. Car, mate. You're only as young as the bird that you feel, bruv. You know what I mean? My missus is 8 years younger. So what is she, 46 now? Is she? 8 years younger, 50, 52, 46. Mind you, I had a fucking panic attack the other day. My missus is, she had a form, and it says on the form her age. And it went, said her date of birth, and then it went 46 years after it. I looked at her. I thought, cool, I knew you when you was 30. Don't say that, the missus is older. Well, you know what they say, don't you? You know what I mean? You're the toy boy. I was going to say something absolutely vulgar, and then as I was about to say it, I thought to myself, Johnny, shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. Some of our wives might be watching this. HRT. My great-granddad was born in 1847. Oh, fuck off. Harley, how can you... Oh, what, your great-great-great-granddad? Sorry. Yeah, probably was. I was going to say your granddad. What? Your great-granddad wasn't. 1847. A lot of our great-great-great-granddads were born in 18-something, weren't they? My little nan, well, I call her my little nan. She's my great-nan. She died when I was about 12. She was born in 1899. And I used to say to her, Nan, what was it like when Jack the Ripper was about? And she used to say, I don't fucking know, you silly bastard. It was about fucking 30 years before I was born. You see any Scottish football this year? No, I haven't. I haven't watched any Scottish football this year. I'm going to watch, is it Celtic Rangers this week? Is it Celtic Rangers this week, if I'm right? I'm going to watch Celtic Rangers this week, though. My best pal at school was from, he was Glasgow, and he was Celtic. So I always graduated towards fucking Celtic. I've never been a Rangers fan. So I'm going to watch the derby. That's about it. Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster? Arlie, how fucking old are you, bruv? Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster? Class. Oh, I've never been on a nutty stream like this. Let me ask you a question, Arlie. Do you believe we went to the moon? Should we go down the rabbit holes? Let's go down the rabbit holes, eh? Christ almighty. Yeah, the ugly sisters play each other this weekend on Motherwell. We are in a wee title chase, yeah. My other mate used to support, what's the football club at Dumbarton? Is it Dumbarton? My other mate was half Scotch, and his mum come from Dumbarton, and they used to support a different team. If you're American, I ain't Nessie, Israel, yeah. Yeah, this is what I was laughing at. Do you know what? It's like when they do that Jack the Ripper tour down East End, isn't it? You know what I mean? And they and all the fucking, I wonder who done it. I'll tell you who done the Jack the Ripper. some nutty bastard with a fucking chopping knife. You know what I mean? That's who done the fucking chat. Yeah, Dumbarton. My mate used to support Dumbarton. Well, his mum used to support Dumbarton and Celtic. I don't know how that worked. You know what I mean? I never understood fucking never understood her. But she was lovely. Oh no, conspiracy. Put the aluminium net on. Yeah, there's, do you know what? Isn't there a lot of conspiracies on the YouTube, bruv? You know what I mean? You can go through them, can't you? Did we walk on the moon? Look at that JFK geezer who got shot in America, right? Fucking how many people have come out and said they shot him? If you look on YouTube, there's about fucking 9 or 6 different 9 or 6. That's Cockney for you, isn't it? There's about 9 or 10 different fucking blokes who said, yeah, my dad shot JFK, or there's a geezer in prison who I shot JFK. And it's like, oh, fucking hell, man. Fucking, I believe, do you know one conspiracy I do believe is that Kurt Cobain didn't shoot himself. You know, I don't know whether that's me growing up as a 16-year-old in 1990. Yeah, everything's a conspiracy, isn't it? It's like anything that happens now is a conspiracy, isn't it? Anything that will happen now is a conspiracy, especially with weird stuff flying in the sky. You know, we've all seen weird stuff in the sky, probably fucking military jets that you don't even know of, haven't they? And they go, oh, look, it's a UFO. Look at all the UFO fucking things. It turns out it was the prototype stealth. You know what I mean? 2 more bullets and a Nevada. Do you know what? I absolutely hate the Foo Fighters. I like a few of their songs, but I can't stand the geezer. Absolutely can't stand the geezer. He's on par with Coldplay for me. I used to like a bit of Coldplay, their first album. Try Live in Scotland. It's 1984 and more. Neil's from Los Angeles. You know what I mean? We've got a community here. We know where everyone comes from. Yeah, Neil's from Los Angeles. He's the one that we should ask about aliens. So Neil will give us the truth on aliens. You know what I mean? Adam can give us the truth on the wild haggises running about where they go haggis hunting. Yeah, Neil's from Los Angeles. Sorry, Ali. Told you I'm thick as shit, bruv. You know what I mean? I probably ain't read out loads of fucking comments because I'm sitting here looking that way going, oh, yeah, mate. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, fucking hell. Oh, your missus is the alien hunter. I watched a good, oh, mate, I watched, you know what? I watched a documentary. It's an old documentary. It had a few celebrities on it. I think one of them was Shaun Ryder. I watched a documentary on him going alien hunting. One of them was Danny Dyer. And the other one was that little, who's the little plank? The gay one out of Take That, who now he's straight. Yeah, it was him out of Take That. He went alien hunting and they all believe in aliens now. But you know what, right? I watched some bloke on the YouTube. He goes round and takes videos of Area 51. I forgot his name. And they're all fucking prototype jets that he fucking Sean, I've got no air rider. Yeah, that's the one. You know what I mean? Fucking they're all fucking prototype fucking planes, aren't they? You know what I mean? And when you look at them on the videos that he shows you, they all look like UFOs. You know what I mean? But you can tell a plane from a UFO. This is, you know what I mean? They've got fucking a red light and a yellow light and they flash. That's what cracks me up when you got the interviews with these fucking, oh, I seen a UFO. Yeah, it was flashing a red and a green light. Yeah, bruv, that's a plane. Your wife was in the Navy. Oh, mate. You got a military wife. Oh, I ain't going to say nothing, Neil. Is she listening, Neil? I'll ask you a personal question about a military wife, but I think you already know what I'm going to ask you, bruv. I've heard about the I've heard about the Navy wives. You know what I mean? You worked for the army as well, Adam. I tried to join the Royal Marines twice. At 16, at 17, I tried to join the Royal Marines, and they sent me down to the Royal Green Jackets. And I thought that was terrible. I ain't going to join the fucking RGJ. And a pecker checker. I know what that is, bruv. Shat, Tottenham is what? I can't even read that word, bruv. John Paul Jones statue at the Naval College. I thought John Paul Jones was the fucking... Ain't he the geezer? Ain't John Paul Jones the geezer that played the bass guitar for Led Zeppelin, bruv? That's John Paul Jones, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Ollie, how old are you, mate? You shout it. You typed it in enough. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the John Paul Jones statue. Is that what, you got a statue at a Naval College? Why has he got a statue? Or is it another John Paul Jones in history? Worked for the US Army, mate. My mum's side would have murdered me if I'd joined the British. Yeah, you fucking... Mate, I'd love to have joined the army, to be honest with you. Oh, fucking hell. There's the missus there. Everyone say hello to the front wheel skid. Davy Jones. JP. Who the fuck's Davy Jones, Neil? You've lost me. Are we talking about the bassist for Led Zeppelin? Oh, he started to see. That's a new one on me. I know about the British Army. I don't know about the fucking US Navy. That's a proper new one on me. Anyway, what are you doing, front wheel skid? Davy Jones logger. Oh, right. Is that where it comes from? It can't... Oh, you've lost me. You've totally lost me, Neil. I thought the Davy Jones locker was an older saying from like, no, mind you, how long have the Americas been around? How long has the US Navy been around? A good few hundred years, isn't they? Mind you, they take the credit for everything, the Americans, don't they? Absolute credit for everything's bigger in America. They take the credit for everything. All right. I did say to the missus, right, that we should go camping up Scotland. And she told me to F off. So 250, yeah, it brings you 1776. So that was... I'm just trying to work out when my great-great-great-grandfather, he was a pirate. I only found out he was a pirate from doing my family tree. And it's documented, he got caught by the Royal Navy and got done for piracy on the high seas. That's about that sort of time now. Or the last knockings of the pirates. Gretna. Yeah. Everyone used to want to go Gretna Green and get married years ago, didn't they? See, the front wheel skid's a bit quiet, isn't she? Fucking hell. I better pretend I'm tidying up. Look. 10-pole Tudor. Do you know what? Paul mentioned that to me the other week when we was talking on the phone when we first got Tudor. And he went 10-pole Tudor, and I vaguely remember the name, right? And I said to him, the Great Rock and Roll Swindle. Because do you remember him at the end when he tried to get a job? Was it the Great Rock and Roll Swindle at the end? He tried to get a job as the new singer of the Sex Pistols, didn't he? And then they just said, "No, mate, you're shit." Now he's got a little punk. He's made a living off the Sex Pistols, isn't he? Being in the video. That's the geezer, isn't it? I think Paul does a little clip of his song. I'm not very I like me classic American rock, me Lynyrd Skynyrd and me Allman Brothers. I do like the Sex Pistols, Sham 69, but 10-pole Tudor, mate. Gretna Green in Brentwood is the street. Nicole Brown Simpson was killed. Now you've lost me. Nicole Brown Simpson was killed. Why do I know that name? I can't believe you ain't tidying up. See what I'm saying? No, but I'm sitting there. I'm keeping the guinea pigs company, sweetheart. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. You're the Oasis generation. Yeah, I can remember buying there. I can remember getting my first flat. Yeah, my first flat and being in there about a year. And then the first Oasis album come out. And I was the only geezer who liked Oasis out of all my mates. They was all rockers. They was either rockers or ravers. And everyone hated them. Oh, O.J. Simpson, right, I got you. The geezer with the gloves that were too small for him. But they did fit him. Yeah, fucking... I went down a rabbit hole with that O.J. Simpson the other week, mate. I watched a little bit of a documentary on him. Not a nice fella. Not a nice fella whatsoever, apparently. You're the Jam generation. So what generation am I? Bucks Fizz. Making your mind up and all that bollocks. What generation am I then? If you're the Jam and he's Oasis, oh, mate, no. Yeah, I'm the Bucks Fizz generation, aren't I? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, I could... Do you know what? I can be the Chaz 5-star. Fuck off. Just fuck right off, Neil. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Yeah, I'd rather be Bucks Fizz than 5-star, bruv. I was trying to think of bands who were quite ABBA generation. I can remember my mum playing ABBA in the car. Or what's that song? Oh, my missus will know the song. Oh, Una Paloma Blanca. They starting the Gary Glitter generation. Adam and the Ants. You know that was probably my generation, wasn't it? Adam and the Ants. Was it Adamant? Yeah. Stand and deliver. All that bollocks. I've got a cold. Mind you, I can't fucking sing. My missus will tell you. I can just about whistle. I wouldn't mind. I play guitar. Well, I say I play guitar. Fuck me. I ain't played a song in years. She'd tell you that. Stone Roses. I remember when they come out. Stone Roses. Boney M. No, I don't even remember Boney M from being a kid. Mind you, I can't even name a 5-star song, bruv. I think I went from listening to Dire Straits, because my uncle was big into Dire Straits and classic rock, so I listened to Cream, Dire Straits, Pink Floyd from a very early age, like, you know what I mean? So I missed out on all that Boney M bollocks. Adam's got a voice like a goose farting in the wind. Fucking hell. What does that make me? Like a fart. I've got a voice like a fart as well, bruv. Yeah, the Seahorses, I remember them. Happy Mondays, Roses, yeah. I used to like the Happy Mondays. I had a mate who used to go down to Manchester when I first started to work in the post office. When was that? 1989 to 90? Was that about right? If I started work at 15, 89 to 90, my mate used to go down to Manchester. He was the postman right next to me on the sorting bay. Yeah, I didn't mind the Seahorses, mate. I quite like them. I didn't mind. There's a couple of bands. My mate had he used to squat in London, and one of the squats was what was their name? Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine. They used to have to squat right next door, and another geezer in the squat was in another band. I can't remember the name of them. John Squire and the Busker, the Ecstasy Scene. Yeah, that's yeah, I can remember the scene, but sort of. I was saying to my missus the other night, like, well, she said something, didn't? What did you say the other night, front wheel skid? And I said to her, I can't really remember that. The period from 1990 till 2000 and something is a bit hazy. Very hazy. Well, she'll tell you that anyway. Mate, I've been going 102 minutes now. Fucking hell. How have us bastards fucking sat here and talked a load of old crap? My mate, do you know what? My mates used to love the raves. I went to a few. Not my cup of tea sometimes. A lot of the people were a lot older than me. And they was all out their nut, and you could I had no idea of what sense they were saying. And they all had that fucking white shit round their mouth where they was just fucking dancing all night like a fucking robot. And, yeah. Mind you, I used to frequent a few clubs that my mate used to go to because we used to do work for him. And I used to drive my mate Nicky about a few times a week. Take his DJ shit up to fucking... Oh, mate, you see what? That ecstasy shit... It's terrible stuff, that. Terrible stuff. It's a bit Moorish, isn't it? You know what I mean? We shouldn't really talk about that. We'll get told off on the internet. I think you get told off on the internet for all that sort of stuff, don't you? Mind you, we're not boasting, are we? We just... It was the era, wasn't it? The summer of love. You know? That was a weird summer, wasn't it? And then the music went weird. It went from 80s AOR rock. Then you had Guns N' Roses in 87, and then all of a sudden it shifted, didn't it? Is the word paradigm? It just shifted. You know what I mean? You Brits always set the chemical trends. Yeah, I must admit that. Fuck me. But the music style actually shifted, didn't it? From 87, Guns N' Roses were big, Poison were big. And then all of a sudden, you had the Stone Roses and all these other fucking bands. And yeah, mate, if it weren't for the... What Welsh, I was going to say, it was only Scotch and English bands that were good, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Big country. I love a bit of big country, bruv. Bit of run rig. Yeah, what bands come out of Wales, for fuck's sake? I was trying to think what bands come out of Wales there. You're right, Milton. Are we drunk yet, Milton? Had a sherbet, bruv? Oh, we're at work this time of day. What time of day is it? Fuck me, you just got up, haven't you? Yeah, I've been watching my missus and me. We watched the Philadelphia fentanyl fucking thing. Oh mate, isn't it bad? Cantonia, yeah, that was catatonic. That's what that is, catatonic, bruv. Stereophonics, yeah, but they was a bit later on, weren't they? I was trying to think of what Welsh bands were about years ago. What was that? There was a Welsh band. Great big Welsh band, 70s, classic rock sort of sound. Rings a bell. Gene loves Jezebel. Why does that ring a bell? The Alarm? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. I don't even know much of them. The Stranglers, was they about that sort of time as well? One of my favourite bands was one from Wales that I called Bullet from My Valentine. What? Why do I remember that name? They're a rock band, Milton, aren't they? Bullet from My Valentine. I might have seen them. If they was an old, what was the Valentine one about 1991 to about 1993? Was that a Valentine band? A band with Valentine in the name? Yeah, the Stranglers were pub rock, like Dr. Feelgood, and the Stranglers. You think the Stranglers were pub rock, Neil? Do you call them pub rock? I call the Stranglers slightly new wavy, punky sort of rock. See, to me, right, classic rock was like the last great bands of classic rock were like in Britain. What would you call the last great bands of classic rock coming out the 70s into the 80s? Was like big country, wasn't it? Dire Straits, big country, and then I don't know what I'm talking about. It came out early 2000s. Oh, right, Milton. No, you lost me. You lost me then. My Bloody Valentine, was that what I was thinking of? Was that the band I was thinking of? My Bloody Valentine? I don't know. I thought Dr. Feelgood was like a fucking what did I think Dr. Feelgood sounded like? Mate, I've got to go through my memory data banks, brother. It's going a bit hazy, you know what I mean? I thought Dr. Feelgood was like funky rock, weren't they? You heard The View? Have I heard The View? No, I don't think so. The View. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Were they about 1990-ish, My Bloody Valentine? I remember going to see a band with Valentine in the name, and I'm sure it was My Bloody Valentine. But if it wasn't, it was 1990s-ish. You know what I mean? Check them out live. Seen them live like 7 or 8 times. Magic, great band, energy. Do you know what? No new bands are good. I don't think no new bands are good, Milton. As soon as I went to see the premiere of Metallica Black Album at was it Leicester Square Cinema? They had the premiere of the album. We watched it. They didn't turn up. Watched the premiere of the Black Album, Metallica, and as soon as I heard that, I thought, oh, that's good. But then rock died, didn't it? You know what I mean? Wilco Johnson. Oh yeah, he's a good guitarist, isn't he, bruv? Oh, that's me. I only got that. Me Rick Sanchez shirt, bruv. You know what I mean? My namesake. Yeah, I like Wilco Johnson. He's got he's been playing with another band, hasn't he? At the minute, I watched him on YouTube the other week. What band he been playing with? Wilco Johnson, bruv. Fuck me, I can't remember now. Do you like Ian Jury and all that lot? I like Ian Jury and the Blockheads and shit like that. Well, that's like proper music. Proper English music. Back in November 20... That was fucking... I can say back in November, Milton. I had tickets for... Yeah, this is how long ago I was into Metallica, bruv. I had tickets for Injustice. Was it Injustice tour or Master of Puppets tour? It was one of them. And I give the ticket... No, it wasn't. It was just after Justice. It was the Black Album. I had tickets for that. And I just went, no, mate. I sold them to my mate for face value. I said to him, I can't go and watch Metallica, bruv. You know what I mean? And then about a year later, I got into the Black Album. I got off of Nirvana. And... what was the band? I got off of Nirvana and Pearl Jam. No, it weren't Pearl Jam. It was Nirvana and there was another band, another Seattle band. I got off of them and got into the Black Album and thought, I wish I'd never sold my ticket now. Mind you, I did see, you know who was good? Soundgarden. See Soundgarden a few times. See Faith No More once. I like Faith No More. Oh, quite right, mate. Yeah. Cool. That was proper. That's because I'm a guitarist, or so-called fuck about on the guitar. Quite right, mate. I like a bit of quite right, brother. Wasn't that Randy Rose, the guitarist for them for a little while, and then I can't remember the other geezer. That was like Van Halen-y, wasn't it? I don't mind a bit of Van Halen either. Early Van Halen. Alice in Chains are good, yeah. My mate wanted to take me to see Alice in Chains, and I didn't go. And then the geezer died. I wish I'd have seen them. Soundgarden, though, they were nutty, mate. They were fucking good. Soundgarden, the Seattle band, I think they were, you know. I think they were. I used to like, what was their song? Not Black Hole Sun. I done another song, Soundgarden. Oh, fucking hell, I can't remember the name of it, but it was fucking mental. Neil, do you remember the band, the Fourth Wonders from USA early night? The Fourth Wonder? I don't even remember them. Yeah, that's a terrible shame, wasn't it? Terrible shame. They've had a terrible... I used to like Alice in Chains. I didn't like Alice in Chains when they first come out. And then I got into them. My mate used to play them so much. I think it was the first album he used to play so much. I just thought, do you know what? They ain't half good. I worked with... you know I did work with? I went to work with some bloke. He was only young. He was a postal cadet like I was. And his mum was the... what do they call it? Drugs counsellor for loads of rock bands. And the other geezer I worked with, his old man was an executive in one of the record companies. So we used to get fucking tickets all about London. And I used to get the the stories off my other mate, who was the drugs counsellor, his mum, and then I used to go and see these bands as well. Yeah, Sepultura, mate. I used to look like the geezer out of Sepultura, Milton, when I had hair. Arise, mate, Sepultura, that first album. Was it the first album? Arise. That were fucking good, bruv. Pantera, I could take or leave Pantera. I've appreciated his guitar playing later on in life, Pantera. I never went to see him. I wish I'd have gone to see Iron Maiden. Front Wheel Skid's cousin went to see Iron Maiden. I can remember her telling me when she went to get a job, this is Spinal Tap. Yeah, I ain't going to go down that avenue, mate. Fucking Spinal Tap. Sepultura, though. Oh, mate, they were good, weren't they? They were good. I swapped that LP for, I think, Nirvana Bleach. My mate said to me, oh, I don't like this album. I bought it. I don't like it. So I said, I'll swap your fucking Bleach for that, my bruv. Bruce Dickinson. He's just released his new album, isn't he? Well, it ain't new. It's an old album. Tattooed Millionaire, remastered. Bruce Dickinson. He looks fucked up now, doesn't he, Bruce Dickinson, mate? Jesus Christ, he look well old. Well old. Mind you, I do prefer old Iron Maiden. You know, Paul Di'Anio Iron Maiden. Like proper Iron Maiden. Soon as he went, it wasn't Iron Maiden no more, was it? You know what I mean? Bruce lives over there now, does he? Fucking hell. In fact, the Front Wheel Skid, my missus, she used to work, her and her sisters, and my best mate and my sister, they all girls, right? They all used to work at Sanctuary Records, doing the catering. So they all used to go and watch these bands and see them recorded in the studio. I think Sanctuary Records had something to do with, don't quote me on this, but I think they had something to do with Sharon Osbourne and loads of heavy metal bands, and they had studios or something. Judas Priest or Mohammed Kudos Priest? You've lost me, mate. I know Judas Priest. Mohammed Kudos Priest. Who the fuck's that, bruv? That's not Maxi Priest, is it? I know a bit of Maxi Priest and a bit of Judas Priest. I do like my eclectic music as well. I'm not just a rockhead. My missus will tell you, I do listen to some weird shit. Folk music, Irish music. In fact, yeah, mate, I go from big country to fucking, to weird flamenco, weird shit. Don't half of it. Who's the other one out of Iron Maiden who lives in them? There's another one, I'm sure. Oh, you mean the winger from Spurs? Oh, sorry, bruv. Sorry, I was on a different plane. I was on a different train of thought, man. I was on Cloud 9 musical fucking thing. I was going through... I don't know whether you lot are the same, but when someone says bands, the music plays through my head and I'm just sitting here. At the minute, I'm sitting here listening to Poison. You know what I mean? That's bad, isn't it? Listening to the Poison in your brain. Nothing but a good time. Fucking hell. I've never been a Judas Priest head at all. You know what I mean? I don't know what put me off a Judas Priest, but a lot of things have put me off. A Judas Priest. You know what I mean? I watched a documentary on them ages ago. Not my cup of tea, but German music annoys the missus when it comes on my plate. You listen to German music. What sort of German music? That's intriguing, Adam. Fucking hell. That's really intriguing. What sort of German music is that, bro? Not umpa music, is it? Fucking hell. I bet it is, Adam, isn't it? Some of my missus's music annoys me. My missus will listen to fucking. My missus will rock out with Metallica and bits and pieces of rock music, and then she'll go and chuck on fucking one of these 1980s, late 80s soul tunes, and I'm just thinking, what the fuck's going on here, man? Mod punk, ska, northern. Yeah, I like a bit of northern soul, bruv. Old-fashioned English northern soul. Well, it's not English, but what the English people used to listen to as northern soul. Ska music, the only ska music, I don't know whether Bad Manners, you can call them ska. I like a bit of Bad Manners. Lippo Fatty and all that shit. Mod music, what do you call mod music? Like The Who and stuff like that. That's what I call mod music. I do like Roger Daltrey's solo stuff. Mind you, did Pete Townsend play on that as well? Mind you, I do like the Kinks and shit like that. The Who, the Kinks, I suppose you could call that mod music. Bad Manners. So I used to see the posters when I was a kid for Bad Manners. All the posters dotted around. Do you remember when they used to fly tip Bad Manners? I can remember fucking fly post, what they call it, pirate fly posting the posters. I remember the Sex Pistols being fly posted when I was fucking little. Saying that, my mum used to walk me around fucking the West End of London and the East End of London. Fucking, we used to go around mental. She used to walk me around everywhere. Smashing Pumpkins. No, I wasn't a fan of the Smashing Pumpkins at all. I'd never listened to the Smashing Pumpkins until I got older. And then I still don't like them that much. The Jam, the Calls, the Purple Hearts, the Small Faces. Yeah, I like the Small Faces. The Who, the Kinks. Tamala Motown. Yeah, I was big into Tamala Motown. My nan was into Tamala Motown, bruv. So anything Tamala Motown. What are you looking for? Something to eat?
Yeah.
No, you've had. I'll do. As soon as I've done this, we'll do dinner. All right. Yep, we'll do that for dinner. Yep, you can have the last one. Milton's been a metalhead all his life. Tell you what, Milton. Seen Slayer. You like Slayer, Milton? Nice bit of Slayer. Suicidal Tendencies. I've still got my tickets somewhere there for Slayer and Suicidal Tendencies and Testament. You like Testament, Milton? Been to see them a few times. Who else have I seen? Hold on, let me get my tickets out, bro. I can tell you who I've seen. Not that I'm a metal. I don't think this is. What ticket's that? Oh no, you don't want to see that ticket. That's an embarrassing ticket, that one. Oh, I don't know where all my tickets are gone. I've only got a few left. I don't know. You can't even see it, can you? That's a Wembley ticket. Do you remember them tickets from Wembley? That was Clash of the Titans tour, that one. Megadeth, Slayer, Testament and Suicidal Tendencies. And I've seen all them separate as well. There's some great bands, man. Oh, we're not allowed to see that. We're not allowed to say that, apparently. I've just had to let your thing go. Yeah, mate. And there's another fucking, I'll tell you another band. My stutter's bad. The Ice-T band. Body Count. Do you like them? I used to love them, bruv. Bit of Body Count, mate. Body Count, Faith No More. Yeah, bruv. Cop Killer. That's a great little tune. mate. That's like fucking classic 90s, isn't it? I didn't get... All my mates were into Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. I didn't get into Black... Yeah, I'll tell you one thing I've got, Milton. Hold on, let me get up on my fucking thing, bruv. I'll show you something, man. Look at that, Milton. Can you see that? There's no light on it, is there? Back to front, innit? Back to front, mate. That's a good LP though, bruv. That's what you call a proper LP. Blur. Oh yeah, mate. Fucking Blur. Fucking feeding the pigeons. That was a bit strange. My mate went to see Chili Peppers when they played at oh, not the Hippodrome. Oh, what was the fucking... There was the Hippodrome on the corner, the marquee in the middle, and what... the Astoria. My mate went to see Chili Peppers. I've never seen Chili Peppers live. I'm sure my missus was going to get tickets for the Chili Peppers. Blur as shit, yeah. Them Gorillas. I like the Gorillas, bruv. My daughter's into the Gorillas. Tool. Not my cup of tea, Tool. I think I've only heard a couple of their tunes, to be honest with you, Tool, on Guitar. Is it Guitar Hero? The computer game? I don't mind some of their guitar playing. It's all right. No, sorry, that's Korn. I like Korn's guitar playing. Not Tool. But I like the Gorillas, yeah. I really like the Gorillas. I could sit and listen to them in the car. I can really chill out with them in the car. You know what I mean? Absolutely fucking... I don't know the people out of the Gorillas. I knew it was Damon Albarn. I didn't know who it was with. A bit different to the West Ham live... Yeah, come on, Paul, mate. That West Ham live stream, mate, that was terrible, wasn't it? I watched it. I was going to do a video, Paul, and I thought to myself, do you know what, man? I'm not even going to feed into that hate, because the more you feed into it, it gives them a view, even though I did watch it, but it gives them a comment, it gives them a view, and I thought, I ain't playing that game. I'm just unsubscribe. And I was going to message the geezer and say, what are you doing? What are you doing with your fucking life? And I thought, nah, Paul, I can't do that. I'll just fucking leave them to it. Worst concert I went to was Fear Factory. Oh, mate, do you know what? I've heard the name. I don't know them, but I've heard the name. The Answer, a rock band from Northern Ireland. You'd have to message me these ones, because I ain't going to remember. The Undertones. Wasn't that Fergal Sharkey, the Undertones? One band that was always constant was The Offspring. Were awesome. Do you know what? My mate was into Offspring, yeah. And, yeah. De La Soul. Oh, fuck, I couldn't even... No, it's not my cup of tea for going to see a band. You know what I mean? The worst person I ever see at concert was... Yeah, I've seen Cooler Shaker before they come out. They was fucking awesome. And about 6 months later, I went to see Eric Clapton at the Albert Hall? And I went to see him on acoustic night, and it was fucking ridiculous. Jimmy Vaughan and the Thunderbirds were on before him. Fuck me, mate. They absolutely blew. No, you know who was on before him? Dave Hull, the slide guitarist, and then it was Jimmy Vaughan and the Thunderbirds. And then it was Eric Clapton playing acoustic blues. How does that fucking work? Dave Hull was playing fucking renditions of fucking Purple Haze, Slide. Then you had Jimmy Vaughan playing fucking electric blues. And then Eric Clapton come on with a fucking acoustic guitar. What the fuck, bruv? And then he goes, Layla, and I thought, oh, bollocks to this, mate. Yeah, I wish I'd have seen Stevie Ray. Wish I'd have seen Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. The Dickies. LA band, the Dickies. Oh, yeah, Happy Ramadan. Harris Brooks says, Paul. Happy Ramadan. Have a cheeseburger, Paul. Go on. Go on. Just have a little cheeseburger for Johnny. I like Jimmy Vaughan, though. He was fucking good, mate. Fucking, he had a beautiful guitar sound. Absolutely beautiful guitar sound, mate. Mind you, my favourite person to go and see was Gary Moore. Pork pie for Ramadan, you cheeky bastard. You could have a bacon cheeseburger. Bacon. My Muslim mate in Bethnal Green, he loves a bacon sandwich. He used to come round my nan's house. You have a bacon sandwich, bruv. Between him and he's God, but he used to love a bacon sandwich. Gary Clark Jr. is good. Yeah, do you know what? I don't know that geezer. I don't know, but Gary Moore, he was my absolute favourite. And I managed to, well, I didn't manage, my uncle managed to get tickets for a small gig. And we'd seen him, I think the week before or a couple of months beforehand at Brixton Academy when he was playing with BBM. That was Ginger Baker, Jack Bruce and Gary Moore, and they was playing Cream. They played the whole gig Cream song after Cream song. And then I see him at the Ivory, Islington, in that little secret gig of Gary Moore. That was good. Oh, Milton, have a good one, bruv. Don't drink too much. Don't do a little Shawnee. Go on, have another little drink, Milton. Don't do a Shawnee on him. Yeah, Ginger Baker, mate. Oh, he was pucker, wasn't he, mate? Absolutely, what an awesome drummer, mate. Ginger Baker's Army, mate. I had a good few LPs of Blue Horizon. Not the band, the record label, Blue Horizon. I used to collect Blue Horizon because my uncle was collecting them at the same time. And he'd collected them since they were first out because he was a lot older than me. And when I moved out, my missus, my ex-wife, apparently she sold all my records. And I thought she must have got I had so many Blue Horizon records, mate. And my favourite drummer was Ainsley Dunbar. It was absolutely fucking beautiful. Was it called the Venue at Ivory? At Ivory Corner, right on the corner, opposite the train station, wasn't it? You know what I mean? I don't know whether it was called the Venue back then. I'm sure it was just called Ivory. Was it called the... I don't know. I don't know. My mind is blurred from fucking smoking turd. There weren't many good places at fucking Islington to go and see a band, was there? What was the other place at Islington? You had the place right at the top of Ivory Corner, right? And then you had the place in between Slime Lights and Ivory Corner. What was the... I roaded my mate's band there twice, and I can't remember the name of it. Can't remember the name of it. Was it the Powerhouse? Do you remember? Does anyone remember that? The Powerhouse? Was that what it was called? That's a harem cup. He's dropping off a package to shoot. Paul's having a shit. Paul's having a shit. I don't know whether my guitars are in tune, Paul. Oh, my guitar's in tune for Paul's having a shit. Maybe we can do a good rendition, Paul, of Paul's having a shit. Eh? Yeah. Paul's having a shit. Having a shit. What chords are you playing, Paul? Paul's having a shit, that's it. Paul's having... I can't keep a straight face, Paul. And sing. Oh, mate, I ain't played guitar in months. Oh. There you go. That can be your song, Paul, for when I go live. We'll just play the first 5 chords out of Ozzy Osbourne on an acoustic and go... Was it Substitute? It did sound like Substitute, didn't it? It did sound like Substitute. It's not though, is it? Was it Crazy Train? The chords to Crazy Train as well, wasn't it? I don't know. Something like that. I'm on YouTube live, Paul. I'm on YouTube live. You can't message me now, bruv. Right, 5th fret E string. So that makes it A, doesn't it? Second string, 3rd fret, makes it C. It's the same chords as Jack and Diane as well, isn't it? Fucking hell. I was only listening to that song the other week. Mind you, all the songs have got the same fucking chords, haven't they? I was playing fucking... What was I playing the other day? I was playing something the other day, and I thought it was a Nirvana song. I thought, oh no, I'll write a song. I thought I'd write a chord progression. And it just come out like a Nirvana song. And I think it was a Nirvana song. Mix it up a bit, keep it punk. You know when they say keep it punk, you always know when someone says keep it punk, they mean ain't got a fucking clue. And that's what they mean, keep it punk. Mind you, I was trying to play not Psycho Killer the other day. I couldn't get the hang of it. Mind you, it was a couple of months back. I couldn't get the hang of it. I couldn't get the hang of a fucking... Couldn't get the hang of it. I don't know what I'm doing. I better do the kids something to eat, mate. That's what I better do. Fucking, I'm sitting here being a bad parent. What the fuck's that all about? Toy dolls. The only toy dolls I've got, bruv, is I've still got Star Wars figures. Classic Star Wars figures. Maybe we can have a little bit of a live going where we can name the Star Wars figures, if you can name the names of the Star Wars figures. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Not many Tottenham channels give you that. Paul gives you the humour. I give you the music intellectual abilities. Cunt. And we could play Name the Doll. Name the Star Wars figure. Oh, mate. Not a Star Wars fan. Are you a sci-fi fan? Because if you ain't a Star Wars fan, you could be a Trekkie, couldn't you? And if you ain't a Trekkie and you ain't a Star Wars fan, what are you? You must like some sort of sci-fi. There must be one sort of sci-fi that floats your boat, Neil. I'm trying to think what could float your boat. Star Wars is gash now. Fuck off, Paul. Fuck off. Use the Force. So you're not. So what are you, Neil? So if you're not sci-fi and your wife's sci-fi and I'm a fan, what sort of fan are you? Just music.
Do you want a tea, Dad?
No, I've got a cup there, baby.
Right, lovely.
More real story type. Oh, you're a serial killer then, Neil. That's what you are, bruv. I like a bit of fantasy. A little bit of what if. Yeah, pre-Disney Star Wars. I like Doctor Who, bruv. Grew up on Doctor Who. Tom Baker. Before you ask, Tom Baker. There'll only ever be one star fucking stars going. There'll only ever be one Doctor Who. That's Tom Baker. Mind you, I did like Sylvester McCoy. He was all right as well. And what was the other Baker? He weren't too bad, but he was a bit strange. Fuck me, it's got dark out here. And it got dark, bro. We've been on since the light. My missus would probably sit there and think, what the fuck? He's been on for about 2 hours. He ain't done nothing. You got the scarf for Christmas. Adam, you are lucky, bruv. I never thought of asking for that. The Godfather, do you know what? That was just too long for me. Legend. I'll just leave that. I won't say a word. Once Upon a Time in America, that was good. Goodfellas was good. Casino was good. Colin Baker, that was the other Baker, wasn't it? He was all right. I just couldn't get into Colin Baker shit. He really ain't my cup of tea, Colin Baker. And I've watched the, is it Pertwee? The older one. The really old Doctor Who. That was all right. And the first one was all right. With the other geezer in it. I can't remember their names, mate. But the ones from before I was born. See, I grew up with Tom Baker. Yeah, cool, this light's bad in here now, isn't it? Yeah, the new Doctor Who, you know, when it first came back with that geezer, what's his name? Chris Divar. That was a good one. And I didn't mind that Scotch geezer. Who's the little skinny Scotch geezer who's Doctor Who? I don't mind him as Doctor Who. That was quite good. But the stories were a bit shit. Eccleston. Yeah, I like Chris Eccleston. But I like him as an actor anyway. You know what I mean? And Tennant, yeah. I didn't mind the Dave Tennant ones. But that Eccleston, I thought he was a good Doctor. I don't know why. Maybe because that's another actor that I've grown up with. I've seen him in all different things, in English dramas and English fucking things. And Dave Tennant, I thought, do you know what? That would have been classic Doctor Who if they had to give him some good storylines, wouldn't it? If you think about it, he played a good Doctor. It's just the storylines were absolutely shit. Mind you, if you watch the old Doctor Who, the storylines weren't too good anyway, was they? You know what I mean? The very first Doctor Who, the storylines were alright. Now you're getting too technical on me now. What was the second coming? Was that when they? Was that when What was in it? Who was the other little actor? The little English boy actor played the fucking. I need to start playing with the VPN to get the Brit line up here, catch up on the stuff we don't get here. Yeah, I was playing with a VPN the other week. You know what I mean? I thought to myself, I'll just go back to Kodi. I'll load up Kodi and then load up all the add-ons. Well, not all the add-ons, certain add-ons at work. Feel sorry for Capaldi, he's a decent actor, but horrible writing. Yeah, it's all got a bit sterile, isn't it? Netflix is bollocks. I'd rather watch my own pubes grow than Netflix, to be honest with you. That Netflix is just. I type in films that I want to watch and there's nothing on there. You know what I mean? There was do you know what I did watch the other day? The new Predator film. I sat there absolutely like a kid watching the new Predator film, and I thought it was fucking brilliant. My missus was watching me watch the film. I was just sitting there engrossed in it. I thought it was absolutely fucking marvellous. Yeah, I'm not a big Netflix fan. Or the what's the other one we've got in this country? Amazon shit. I've got the Disney Plus. My mum pays for Disney for the kids. That's what I tell people. But I think she pays it for me to watch Star Wars. But I watched that. I watched all the Star Wars, all the shoot-offs of Star Wars. I thought they were good, except for there was one that was boring as shit. I watched all those, the Mandalorian and everything, and the Obi-Wan story and all that bollocks. I was getting myself a bunch of Indian Bollywood stuff coming into my stuff. Do you know what? That's what I've got on Kodi at the minute, mate. If you download certain TV things, see, I didn't mind the Acolyte. I thought that was all right. But mind you, I didn't go deep into the story of it. I just watched it for a bit of sci-fi, a bit of a sci-fi fix. And I thought, yeah, that's all right. But Indian stuff, I can't do the Bollywood stuff, mate. I've grown up on my mate doing all the nunchuckers. My mate Sanjeev used to do the nunchuckers. And he used to tell me about this Bollywood film, that Bollywood film. Nah, don't do nothing for me. Really don't. I can't see the point in them. They're just like, I see one. I remember he brought one home from India when he went back to India. He brought back hepatitis C with him and was in hospital for 3 weeks. But he brought back a Betamax. Was it a Betamax? I think it was a Betamax video of a knockoff version of fucking Indian Michael Jackson, bruv. And it was the music video of Thriller turned into a film. And I thought, you having a laugh? Watch the Orville was decent. Maybe Siri here, he ordered me biryani. Thought I'd like a bit of the homeland. Yeah, I don't mind a biryani if it's cooked properly. You know what I mean? A proper biryani. I had a proper biryani about 3 weeks ago. My wife's friend at work. She'd done a proper biryani. Oh, mate. She, even the Indian guy from around the local sweet shop round here, he's not supposed to sell them, but he brings his wife's cooking in and sells it hooky. Oh, mate, that was proper biryani, mate. You know, like proper. I come from Bethnal Green. I know what a proper biryani is as well. It was fucking handsome. Mind you, I don't think my guts thought it was handsome, you know what I mean? I'm not supposed to be eating spicy shit, but I do a lot of things I'm not supposed to do. Fuck me, look, I've been online one. Oh, mate, we're on a fucking epic Savage stream here, brother, and we ain't even talked about football, really. 149.39. Fucking hell. 24-hour charity emergency stream. That's what we got going here, bruv. Now I've got a Jones for some lamb tandoori and an aloo sag mushroom. And a sagaloo. Not aloo sag, you cunt. Fucking hell, Neil. Sagaloo. Fucking hell, bruv. Lamb tandoori. I don't think I've never had lamb. You mean mutton? We call it mutton tandoori in Bethnal Green. Bit of mutton. Yeah. Haggis supper from the chippy tonight. Oh, mate. Bit of haggis, bit of swede, bit of mashed potato, portion of chips, gravy. Oh, you can tell my best mate at school was from Glasgow, can't you? Bit of swede, mate. Bit of swede and fucking mashed potato mixed in with that gravy and a bit of haggis. Oh. Would you go for the spicy haggis? One with a bit of spice in it. I can remember how there was two sorts. My mate used to say there's two sorts. There's one with a bit of spice in it. I think it was black pepper. And the other one was a bit bland. Oh, mate. Mind you, I do like square sausage, bruv. Proper fucking breakfast. I might do a fucking video and get some square sausage and do a fucking Scotch breakfast. And yes, I will butter me fucking sausage slices, bruv. Could have a Sava aloo. Sava, where is he? Stand up, Sava. Aloo is what he's called here. Aloo gobi. And yes, lamb or sheep. Yeah, mutton. Mutton. I've never heard it called lamb. Only in the posh shops. You got a bit of lamb curry. I don't think they do a lamb curry, do they? It's always mutton with something else. Mutton something. It's never a curry. It's mutton. What's the word I'm looking for? Keema is the mincemeat, isn't it? Mutton. It's called mutton something else. Yeah, lamb chops. Oh, minted lamb chops, bruv. Minted New Zealand lamb chops. Or Welsh lamb chops. Either one I do. New Zealand lamb tastes a bit grassy. Welsh lamb tastes a lot better. And it's local. Well, it's as local as you can get it. Sheep. Imagine going into a curry house and get a sheep curry. You get a fucking couple of balls of wool. Yeah, see, I was never into the fucking sagaloos and that until my missus come along. She's into all the sags and all the aloos, bruv. I was always into keema nan and chips. You know what I mean? I'm proper Bangladeshied up, mate. You know what I mean? Bethnal Green. So like the best curry to get was like a masala, the shop's own masala, keema nan, or just a keema curry. Was that the mincemeat curry? What they do? That was always pucker. You know what I mean? Mind you, I didn't even have a fucking Chinese takeaway until I was quite older. And then I was in some bird's house once, so they had a couple of Henrys of Moroccan, and she went to me, I'm going to order something from the Ruby house. I went, oh, I'll have the same as you. That was the first time I had Chinese. And yeah, I got addicted straight away. Addicted. I was always, in my youth, it was always pie and mash. You're Chinese and that? Yeah, because you ain't got proper Chinese, bruv. You got manky stuff. We've got fucking proper Chinese over here, mate. You know what I mean? None of that fucking American bullshit, bruv. Like the Lost Boys, and them like paper cups. You know, them things. We've got proper chemical fucking Chinese chicken, bruv. You know? It's got more food colourings than fucking a punk rocker. In some bird's ass bullshit. I'm sitting in my bedroom by myself, Paul. Look, I'll show you my nipple. Woo! I'm a YouTuber. I'm an idiot with a fucking iPhone, Paul. Get demonetized for showing me nipple. MSG is the key. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Neil. Char siu noodles, salt and chili chicken. Do you know what? If my missus is watching, I've got your credit card. I've got your credit card. And then I'll order the Chinese, and then she'll phone me, come and get me. Come and get me. Mind you, I better do the kids' dinner. That's what I better do, the kids' dinner. Fucking hell. You hungry, Bill? Them kids are turning to skin and bone. In some bird's ass. Bullshit. That's a classic. Hold on, I'm going to go to the tea room. It's only because my little ones fucking text me while I'm on the live. And if I go and say... And do the text message, cut the live. What did you want, Kit? Did you want something to eat yet? No? Do you want something to eat yet? Yeah. Yeah, you always want something to eat, you. Excuse you. Do you want scampi and chips, Kit? See? Scampi and chips, boys and girls. That's what it's all about. A really good podcast is The Final Guys. Their logo is a skull with headphones. Kung Pao chicken and crisp. I shouldn't do an accent, should I? It sounds a bit on the R. But I'm Kung Pao. Feel like I'm doing a bit of a Roger. Do you watch Roger? That Chinese guy. He's quite funny, mate. Better make them something, otherwise you're in trouble. Do you know what? Fuck them. They can go on Ramadan with Paul, can't they? Fast. Just give them an orange. There you go. There's a Satsuma. Be happy. Mind you, I'm only going to chuck it in the air fryer. Look, scummy. I've not even took yesterday's dinner out the air fryer. Richmond sausages, bro. Fucking hell. My missus would go mental. She left me to it for the day. So I'm just fucking... We had party. The kids didn't even go to school today. Fuck it, you know what I mean? It looked like I had a little bit of a Mohican there, didn't it? How's my hair going? Is it getting thicker, boys? We will stay up, John boy. Yeah, we better stay up. We better stay up, Darius, bruv. I ain't seen you for fucking ages, mate. How you been, bruv? Was in China in 2015. Everything in those noodle bowls when I can't read Chinese, so I have no idea how hot the stuff is. Yeah, my daughter's in Shanghai, right? She's got a YouTube channel, right? And she's put the food on it today. And I was looking at it, and she had this noodle bowl in Shanghai, and I thought, yeah, you know that's fucking hot, bruv. You know what I'm saying? It just looked hot. Yeah, Paul. No one to know, Paul. It's what I said. It's Ramadan. My Muslim pals, they all eat during Ramadan, Paul. You can't leave yourself hungry. And have a bit of scampi, Paul. No one to know. No one to know. Shanghai has like 65,000 restaurants. Yeah, do you know what? It looks like... Shanghai looks nice, man. Oh, why does it keep holding messages? Scampi is skates testicles. Cojones. The skate cojones, or the cojones to skate. You eat shrimp, you ain't going full Rasta, Paul, are you? I can remember my Rasta pal wouldn't eat prawns, bruv. Come round my house on a Sunday, bruv. He wouldn't eat fucking... My nan done prawn sandwiches, he wouldn't eat them. But I'm feeding. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him, Darius. You're supposed to be on fucking stream with me, mate. Don't talk to the... He's probably sitting there fucking spiders. That's what they say in Australia. Fucking spiders, mate. Better than fucking spiders. Oxymoron, giant shrimps, yeah. Sorry, Mrs. Phone got cut off, but it's Chinese for us now. Yeah. Do you know what? I've just done the kids. Look, I went all out posh Paul. Paul will kill me for this. I went and got McCain's. Didn't even go Lidl today, bruv. Mrs. credit card. We went and got McCain's and Young's, bruv. We were on a posh night in. Scampi and fucking chips. Yeah, fuck you, Paul. I live in Tunbridge Wells. Tunbridge Wells, mate. We're all posh. It is fancy though, isn't it? A bit of scampi and chips. Most Spurs channels depress me to death. I turn the Johnny and the Hippie all the time, feel a lot better. Yeah, that's because we're a bunch of cunts. You know what I mean? When you look at a downtrodden cunt, it makes you feel better. So you've got to give us credit for that, haven't you? And plus, this is a 24-hour emergency live stream where we're going to go full potato on you, bruv. Not just a little bit, full potato. Yeah, fucking hell, what are you, fucking Rich Neil? Right, if I said to you how much for fish and chips in Britain and then work it out into US currency, right? Right, we'll let the flash bastard, Mr. Hippie, work it out into proper currency for us. Right, 15 quid each for fish and chips. So that's £60. How much is that in US dollars? Come on, Mr. Paul, with your great mathematics and your Harrow education. How much is that in US currency? That's how much it costs for fish and chips. That used to be the best meal in Britain. Yeah, with beef dripping. Yeah, fuck me. You are God's people when it comes to Spurs. We're all angry after shit form. I'm not angry, I'm positive. I'm positive. I'm that positive. I'm going to put a fucking peg on my nipple until we win a game. Oh, my nipples have gone hard now just looking at a peg. See, you don't get that on you don't get that off fucking Chip Butty's gin channel, do you? A peg on a nipple. It's a bit saucy, isn't it? It's a bit saucy for Spurs YouTube. The old peg on a nipple. Mind you, the last time I got my nipples out, I got a bit of an Indian gay cult following. Do you remember that live what I done in the bath about a year and a half ago, sitting in the bath? That was quite funny. Spicy old fart channel. Yeah, fuck you, Neil. I ain't talking, I'm turning my back on you. Spicy old fart. Mind you, I had a spicy old turd today, that's for sure. Darius says no, but no one's chuffed with shit results, are they? But common sense leaves the room with Stel Savera, the whiny little bitches. Let them whine. They're all our Spurs brothers and sisters, aren't they? Deep down, we'd all help them out if they was in absolute shit. Well, we might laugh at them and then help them out, but they are our Spurs brothers and sisters. Come on. 20 US dollars. That's what I said, Paul. 20. What? So 15 quid is 20 US dollars. Is that what you mathematical Einstein's works it out as? Is it? So that's 20, 40. That's $80 for 4 fish and chips. I always thought US dollars was like half. I've seen Hippie angry after depressing results, but he's measured calm. It's Ural. Yeah, Darius, I cheated. Your club, our club. It's your club, our club. It's the best way to be in it. It's not my club. You know, like when you watch the YouTubers and they go, oh, this is my club. Yeah, it's our club. That's what I'm saying. Community. Our community. But it's not, it's their community. I've always said that though. I've always said that about all the other. Let's not get onto the depressing subject about talking about other people, because you know what, Johnny feels a bit, gets a bit stabby. Paul will tell you, get a bit stabby when we talk about other people's communities and other people's channels. Bit Dharma, going a bit Dharma. Well, if you've got 4 orders, and we also have the option of getting larger orders like a 10-piece fish and chips or something. Hey Neil, why don't you get some lobster with that, boy? If I was in America, I'd be eating lobster. I'd go for one of those lobster fucking sandwich things that they have, bruv. Darius says, we have seen shit times at Spurs. Supporting our team is like life. It'll get you down, but you get the hell back up and you keep going. Well, Neil. Oh no, it weren't Neil. It was. Do you know what, Darius? My stutter. For fuck's sake, why do you do it? Can't you change your name? Because I've got a stutter, Darius, and it does me head in. I'm excited about the Fulham game. Yeah, Paul's got his tissues out. Lobster, now you're talking expensive, mate. They do they do the fake lobster here in Britain. It's like one big crab stick with extra fish flavouring, and they call it lobster. Need a bank loan for a 10-piece of fish. Yeah, you do in this country, don't you? That's what I was saying, Adam. People wouldn't believe you. You know what I mean? Even I didn't believe how much. Even from London, if I go to London and get fish and chips, that's a tenner for fish and chips, right? Here in Tunbridge Wells, Royal Tunbridge Wells, we'll have you. Fucking, they put up fucking 15 quid, bruv. £5 for a portion of chips. And that's an handful of chips, bruv. It's only Fulham. I don't know why everyone's fucking having a wank over Fulham. Oh, it's going to be a really hard game. Well, ain't it always against Fulham? You know what I mean? £5 for the royal tax, yeah. Bit of Prince Andrew's fingers, you know what I mean? You've got the Prince Andrew finger tax. £14 for a fish supper. Yeah, but what do you get for a fish supper, right? If I went and got one there, you could fit it in your fucking hand how many chips you get. Do you remember the days when you got a proper bit of cod, and you got a plate full of chips that you couldn't eat? You know, you'd be fucking getting through your cod, and all of a sudden you think to yourself, oh shit, run out of cod and I've still got a plate full of chips left. Now it's like you've run out of chips and you've still got a bit of cod left. Thieving bastards. That's what I'm saying. Fulham's never easy, is it? You know, it's never been easy at Fulham. It's not one of those teams that they've got a lot of fight in them. £5 for a potato and you'll have your curry sauce. Ooh. Now we're talking, bruv. Right. Look, you only have to ask. Look. Curry. It's all back to front, isn't it? It's all back to front. Maybe if I turn it round. Curry sauce, bruv. Bit of Mayflower curry sauce. Can't beat a bit of curry sauce. We even put curry sauce in our Chinese over here, Neil. That's the best thing to have. You get your special fried rice, a couple of sweet and sour balls, bit of chips, some ribs if the missus is feeling a bit rich. Bit of curry sauce on top, bit of Szechuan sauce on your crispy fried beef. Oh, now we're talking, someone's getting hungry. Haddock. What the fuck? That's a bit fishy. That's like fucking, that's like licking a pair of nuns' knickers, isn't it? Bit of haddock. Oh, fucking hell, boys. What are you doing? Haddock. Bit of skate. Nice bit of skate. Bit of mild fish. None of that fucking haddock bollocks. Oh, fuck you and your Sheffield, Paul. Sheffield's gone now. It's dystopian, don't you know? Can't stand these university graduates. Keep talking about their university towns. Me and Jasper, when we was in Cambridge, don't you know, in Oxford. Yeah. Vicario back through. See, Darius, you have to bring the chat down, don't you? Vicario back three of Dragusin, Danzo and VDV. Porro, Spence, wingbacks. Paulinho and Gallagher in the middle, with Xavi behind Solanke and Kulu. Do you know what? I think we might see the best of Moani under fucking Tudor. And it's not Tudor, it's Tudor. Like Henry the fucking 8th. Remember. Angel cut haddock is nice, yeah, mate. I just did DJing and shagging for 2 years, left with an headache and nasty little rash. What's changed, Paul? Paul, what's changed? I could show you a nasty little rash, but we would get the channel shut down. I reckon we need to dare now. Oh, yes, all you got to do is be positive with the football team. But Darius, you're bringing the chat down, bruv. We was talking about classic rock, pubes, curry sauce. Darius just wants to talk about football. And what does this geezer say? AD, can I show your profile to my friends to prove that angels really do exist? Angels with nipples, bruv. Angels with nipples, geezer. You can show your mates to show that cunts really do exist. Because I'm sure I could pretty out-cunt everyone on the fucking YouTube. In fact, I've probably out-cunted most on YouTube with this mega... What's 172 in minutes? Nearly a 3-hour fucking charity fucking... We won't stop streaming until Tottenham win. I won't stop... Look, I ain't cutting my hair until Tottenham win, wank shit bollock. Keep going to the cupboard for plates, bruv. Rainbow, white snake, deep purple, Gillen. Oh, there's a man who likes his classic rock, bruv. The old rainbow family, well, I should say deep purple family tree. Mate, now we're talking, Darius. Which guitarist for White Snake do you prefer? The original guitarist or the Steve Vai era? That's what we're going to ask, bro. He's just passed away, isn't he? Well, not just passed away, about 2 years ago now, the original guitarist. I think I've seen him once. Machine Head is a good drunk listen. Yeah. That's not too bad, Machine Head. I quite like that record. What's the live one? The live rainbow on the video. That was always my favourite. Stevie Wonder's version of Living for the City. Can't say I've heard that one, bruv. Call me inferior to your rock knowledge. My late bro played guitar. He played via Satriani. See, I said it right, Satriani and Dave Lee Roth. Do you know what? Dave Lee Roth, guitarist, Jason Becker. He's one of my favourite guitarists. ever. He's got ALS and he's still alive after, it must be 30 years now. Jason Becker. Now that's what you call a guitarist, mate. Let's get Beckerized, mate. Him and his Mighty Friedman, they done some really good shit together. It's like speed. I don't know whether you call it thrash metal. Yeah, he's a good guitarist, isn't he? You know what I mean? One of my I shouldn't have you there because I've got the ninja. The ninja. My ninja on. Ninja. I was going to go into that song. That Chinese song, but people will accuse me of being wrong and it was just a funny song. Right, now your one's done. Steve Cropper. Yeah, they're all leaving us, Paul. But they're all old, aren't they, mate? They're all fucking... We're all getting old, but they were getting older, mate. They were fucking men when we were kids, these people. Do you want tomato sauce with that?
Yeah. Right now I don't want one.
Don't want no tomato sauce?
No.
Fucking hell. Well, that's your one. Do you want a fork?
Yeah.
Fucking heathen.
Please,
Yeah, I like. Do you know what? Steve Cropper was good, wasn't he? Who's the other one? Who's the other one that plays like Steve Cropper, sort of? Oh, fuck it. Can't even remember. Too many guitarists, man. Do you know a good underrated guitarist was David Bowie's guitarist? What was his name? I've got his guitar in there. Fuck me, I can't even remember the geezer's name. Come on, someone help. David Bowie's guitarist. He might have been Welsh. Was he Welsh? No, he wasn't. He was English. I think he was English. But I got his guitar in there. I concur with Paul about Machine Head. Superb. Does he mean the band or the record? Because there's a Deep Purple Machine Head. Or am I totally fucking... Or am I totally on the wrong fucking wavelength here? And I've just been showing my nipples off too much. Yeah, the album, that's what I thought.
Dad?
Yeah, what was his name?
That's where I wait to Sam's.
Okay, David Bowie's guitarist. I forgot his name. I've got his guitar in there. Let me go and touch the guitar, see if I can psychically get his name out the fucking hat. You know what I mean? Let's go and touch his golden Les Paul, bruv. Nope, still can't remember. Still can't remember. What a cunt. Why can't I, mate? That's brain fog for you. That's years of South London abuse, brain abuse. Oh my God, blonde hair. Who had blonde hair, David? Mick Ronson. Nice one. Fucking hell. Oh, can't you want to see Mick Ronson's guitar? Look. There you go, bro. That's what the geezer sold it to me as. He thought I believed him. No, it's a copy. It's an Epiphone copy. He went to me, it's Mick Ronson's guitar, you know. Mind you, it did come with it come with a fucking £200 case. And the guitar was worth about 500 quid, plus the case. And I went to him, I'll give you two. And he went, yeah, I've got to pay my council tax. I thought, yep, sweet. Frampton, mate. Oh, bit of Peter. Yeah, mate. He's all right, anyhow, Framps. Mick Ronson, though. He's underrated, mate. He was fucking class. That geezer, He should be inducted into fucking whatever guitarist Hall of Fame there has. Fuck David Bowie's songs, mate. Just them fucking guitar riffs that Ronson fucking made for him. Total fucking solid. Mind you, I don't really like Dave Bowie. I like Mick Ronson more than David Bowie. And who's the other cunt? Who's the other cunt that's a good guitarist? In the same vein as Frampton and Mick Ronson. Oh, mate, New York Dolls. He weren't a bad guitarist. A bit of a punky edge. Who am I thinking of? I don't know who I'm thinking of now. I'm going off on a tangent. Going off on a fucking charity stream 24-hour Spurs tangent. Oh, mate. Join me for a cigarette. You never get long pauses on these other channels, do you? You know, I mean, I might chuck an advert in there for Johnny's electric nipple tags. Yeah, do you know what? There's a good documentary on YouTube with Mick Ronson, and he's in it as well. And he talks all the way through it. It's like one of those documentaries where you sit there and you just got wide eyes. And it's like really fucking, if you're into music, it is really fucking good. You know what? If you're into music that is fucking good, I don't know whether it's on YouTube. I got shown it one day, and I went to a record company tryout for some band at Richmond, and the geezer showed us. It was Deep Purple in a circle. They was playing in a circle indoors, and it was a live gig, and Lionel Richie's in the audience. And I think it was live in California, something like that. And it was to G us up before we went on to like fucking try out for this band. And I sat there. I got absolutely mashed up watching it. I was, you know what I mean? 2 envies in by that fucking time I went to try out. And we had to play Iron Maiden, The Trooper. And I had my mate with me, my sidekick. My mate just stood there and froze. And I'd never played The Trooper before. And the bass player was, you know, Steve Harris. Was playing all the Troopers. Well, it weren't Steve Harris. He was playing the Steve Harris stuff. And fuck me, mate. I played The Trooper with him. And he went, "You're in the band, man." And then about 3 packets of Colombian later, I got chucked out the band within about 2 hours because I used their kitchen table to get myself excited on. Yeah, that's a good old song. It's a good LP. I went to buy the LP. I found the LP down Brick Lane about 12, 13 years ago. Some bloke had the live LP. You know, the double gatefold Peter Frampton Comes Alive LP. Oh, well, I thought to myself, yeah, I'll have that for a couple of quid. Because my ex-wife sold me records, I thought, yeah, I'll rebuy them all. And when I opened it up and took the records out, it was fucking 2 shit records in just side the gatefold case. I should have fucking bought it just for the cover, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was the same bloke. No word of a lie, right? After he caught me fucking with a credit card on the table, chopping carrots, he locked me in the ass. Locked me, he went, "I'm going to bed now." And he left me with his girlfriend sitting in the front room with her feet up. Me with my fucking guitar case and my Marshall. I had a Marshall amp and a Les Paul. I went all the way down there with a Marshall amp and a Les Paul, right? A proper one as well, a Gibson. And he fucking left us there. I'm going to bed now. I thought he was going to drive us back to the station like he promised. And fucking locked us in the ass, mate. I had to fucking kick ourselves out the fucking ass. Please don't touch by head girl, motorhead and girl school. Fucking hell, now we're talking, Darius. Fucking, was it Windy Williams? Fuck me. That was a bit of an assault on the old eyeballs. Watching old ugly nuts with fucking girls' school, mate. That's like late, what was that, late 70s, early 80s? She passed away, didn't she? I think that fucking, the blonde bird that he sang with. Forgot, I think it was Windy Williams, wasn't it? I think that was her name. I know she passed away. Lemmy's gone now, isn't he? Poor old Lem. You know what I mean? The man who fucking took the piss out of Auckland. I used to like Lemmy. I weren't into Motorhead. My mate's big into Motorhead. But I liked his playing. I liked Lemmy's playing. He was proper fucking... He's a proper guitar player, isn't he? You know what I mean? Just plug it in, turn it up. No fucking about. Bob's your uncle, you've got a fucking hit song there. I'm fucking off getting drunk. That's the last of the proper rock stars, isn't it? There ain't no other rock stars like that. They're all fucking vegans now, aren't they? Vegans with sterile tattoos. There's a good documentary on Lemmy's Nazi war memorabilia on YouTube, where the geezers takes you around his old ass and shows you all Lemmy's Nazi war memorabilia. He was big into Nazi war memorabilia. So you could say it's just all fucking, it's just got an ass full of fucking black daggers, fucking medals, fucking stripes, fucking everything you can imagine what the SS had. He had original versions of it worth an absolute fortune, but the documentary is fucking amazing. Didn't Wilco Johnson play with another band? That's what I was saying to you before. Didn't he play with another band? I'm sure he played with another band. Who was the nutcase who played with it in Jewelry? That played like that. All stiff. He's a great guitar player as well. You know what I did find the other day? This would be hotspur hippie. I found on YouTube acoustic Talking Heads. Old fucking Andy's playing it himself. Old this stutter David Byrne, isn't it? He's playing it all acoustic. Milk and Honey, fucking hell. Tina Weymouth, she's the bass player for fucking Talking Heads, wasn't she? No, it was the lead singer playing acoustic, David Byrne. I was going through a bit of a nostalgia revival, watching like Norman Watts, Roy, bass player with the Blockheads. What was that, the geezer that played like that? Played guitar like that? I always thought he was called Wilco for some reason. Why am I getting confused with him? The mind is foggy. Alright, turn off. I'll go without dinner, just in case the missus buys me fucking Chinese. Kitstar! So you call the kids down for dinner. Slags. Fucking hell. Stereotypical Cockney dad. I better be going in a minute. I've been on. Oh God, mate, how long has this stream been? Look, this is twice the. You get twice the amount. You get the hotspur hippie, right, and you get me at the same time, and you don't have to look at his ugly face. He's just got a beautiful Johnny with his dimples. Paul, maybe we should get together and do a collab. Yeah, a collab. We could have the Aussie and the Cockney. Maybe we would get more viewers, more parasocial viewers, Paul. I've got to go out. I've got to drive to Bexley Heath in a minute. So all these nutcases who want to stalk me, I'll meet you down Bexley Heath, bruv, at the chip shop. Mind you, I think they've got a nice Chinese down Bexley Heath. Yous have had dinner. Kids have had dinner.
Shush, mate.
Yeah, they won't be able to have Chinese. It'd just be me and mummy eating Chinese.
Dad, I've always got room for dessert.
You know what sweet and sour chicken ball dessert?
I never eat the chicken balls, actually. I just eat the prawns.
Oh, the prawns.
What?
Oh, here we go.
There goes Big Mac. When are we going out?
In a minute when your mum phones me.
What have I got to go out?
No, you can stay here if you want. You can stay here. What? Yeah, we'll get dressed then. Fucking hell. Oh, mate. I don't know whether to go off or just keep on going. Just keep on going with a mega emergency relegation stream. Not stop streaming. Mind you, I've got to put some cream on the spot I got on my arsehole. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I think I better be going. I think I've run my course now. I'm like a bad case of diarrhea, aren't I? You're glad when it's finished. Oh, mate. I've had my parasocial fix, I think. Fucking hell, I don't know how people sit on the YouTube. Can you imagine these people every day do 3 hours and then go on to another stream and do an hour? I couldn't do that. That's fucking mental, isn't it? Anyway, we'll always end the stream the same way and say, fuck you all. Thanks for your £600 worth of super chats.
Mum's getting my team report.
Not sure yet, Darius. Maybe. Paul. I love you, Paul. Have a good day. All right, I'm going to go now, people. I'm just going to go down the chats and thank everyone for being there for me in my moment of need, because I was thinking about it. Nope, shut your mouth, Johnny. You will get taken off air. Filter.
I'm going on the Xbox. I need to get the controller. Kitty.
The chat's cheered me right up, man. Oh, I'm glad, Darius. I'm glad we've cheered you up. Oh, the chat's cheered you up. The person you're watching ain't cheered you up. Just the chat's cheered you up. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Sitting here like a fucking waffle. I thought I was cheering you up, but oh no, the chat's cheered you up. Yeah, so thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat, for taking us through this. Do you know what? We could have a classic rock hour, couldn't we? Where Johnny plays classic rock, but only the bits that I want to play, because my attention disorder that I've got won't let me play the full version. So I'll play my favourite bits of my classic rock songs, and on whatever guitar you like. You know, we can pick a 1970s Martin to a 1990s Charvel to a 2000s Yamaha. I better go now. I'm boring myself. Fucking hell. When you bore yourself, you know you've been on the stream too long, don't you? Oh, mate. Anyway, if you want to gamble, don't. It's bad for you. If you want to buy a Snide football shirt, don't. It's bad for you. Right? This emergency stream is now over.